It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Happy Friday to ya! Oh, TGIF, like wow!
Wow, wow, wow!
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Friday Night Tape Talk with
Rob and the Captain.
I gotta take a wee.
Jibba jabbing.
I would have just got my nipples out.
Double whammy, bang.
I'm gonna puke.
You betcha.
Oh, it's hot stream on stream action.
I had a good chuckle. I enjoyed
What
that.
am I doing on a hot air balloon? Who am I, the Wizard of Oz?
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
They're masturbating with mackerel?
It looks like poo.
I like to dip my marinara sauce in other marinara
Fart
sauce.
noise, fart noise, fart noise. Oh, I like butt stuff.
Tape Talk. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain. It's Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. And now, here's Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Rob and the Captain.
That was pretty epic.
Wasn't it though?
I have to say.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking epic.
Yeah.
Let's go is right.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that.
Damn. Hello.
Hey, Bradizzle.
Hey, Josh is here.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah,
Josh,
that was our new intro.
New intro. I got to tell you that resolution though. Did you get really low resolution on your end, or is it just like the?
Yeah, it was kind of low resolution to be honest with you.
Man, is that just StreamYard? Because man, I made that with ultra 4K.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's StreamYard.
I'll have to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll still look good though.
Oh yeah. Well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Larry.
Thanks for digging it.
Ooh. Oh, that sounded like that was a little bit of upchuck there, Rob.
It was a little bit.
It sounded kind of productive. Man.
Josh liked it.
Good, Josh. Hey, Josh, did you upload that new haul video that you said you were going to do? Because I haven't really been able to find it. If you did upload it, you didn't tag me in it, so I don't know. But let us know if you did a new video.
Hey, Josh, I watched your video, man. I watched one of Josh's video just before of him giving shit to what I'm assuming is the Young and the Restless.
Okay.
I don't know. He says Y&R. He's calling the show Y&R. That sounds like the Young and the Restless to me, but
yeah, it could be. Sure. Well,
I don't follow the Young and the Restless. I used to watch the Young and the Restless when I was a young teenager with my mother sometimes when I used to skip school.
Oh, well, sure. That's when, yeah. Or if you were homesick, you watched soaps too.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. See, there he goes. Yeah. See, I don't know what the whole gist of it was, but he was upset and he wasn't happy.
Wow, that is territory that I am not familiar with at all. So, Josh, you have at it, buddy. You get him. You get him. But hey, you know what? He's tapping into a market with that. I mean, we're not into it, but man, there's tons of people that are.
Okay, ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hey, Gareth. Hey, congratulations on that cool stream with Brian Thompson the other day.
Awesome.
Did you watch that, Rob?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I didn't even bother trying to put a question in or a comment. I didn't even bother.
Did I put a question in? I don't know if I put a question in, but I did write a comment at the beginning. I wrote, wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right? And Gareth didn't put it up. And then later, someone else said, nothing clean, right? Nothing clean, right? And then he put it up.
That's, oh, wow. Oh, man. Yeah, but in all fairness, dude, I was monitoring, unofficially monitoring the live chat to see if I could get a word in edgewise. No way, dude. That was packed.
I know. I'm only fucking around, man. He even put it in his little banner there. If I don't get to you,
relevant questions only. Like stuff like that. I was like, yeah, man. This is. I mean, Brian Thompson. Good job. Getting an interview with him. Seemed like a very nice guy.
He's super cool, man. He was making jokes and shit and acting a fool and all that. He seemed like a real down to earth, normal dude.
Because I wanted to tell him how much I appreciated. Like he's in my favorite episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation when he plays a Klingon. I wanted to tell him that, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of. I don't think I'm going to they're not going to get to that because it was all kind of. I mean, it was just inundated with just questions. So I was like, I'm not even bothering. So I watched silently, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, he has
You
some
know,
cool stories, man, and he was just listening to him talk. You can tell he's a good dude. So
yeah, and it
I
was nice
enjoyed
to
that.
see it. Nice to see his kitchen. It was,
Yes, it was.
it was. I'm assuming it was his kitchen, but yeah, he was in his kitchen. So
I'm not watching that 911 or whatever that it is that he's in, but
didn't even know he was in it, but
he threw
until
me
I
off.
streamed.
Yeah, me neither. He threw me off with the mustache though. I was like,
Yeah, is that Brian
what
Thompson?
what are you doing with that mustache on you? And you're covering your like famous smile and shit, and you're like all that stuff, like
Yeah, I also like I also wanted to tell him. Well, I wanted to tell him just a bunch of dumb shit. Like I wanted to say like, oh, you know what? You were the best part of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which he was. Stellar performance of Shao Kahn. He had a lot to contend with there because that movie is absolute tripe. But he was the best part about it. And I also wanted to tell him I loved his part in Joe Dirt as Buffalo Bob. It was
yeah, for
just
sure.
I wanted to tell him all kinds of stuff, but I was like, nah, there's no way I'm getting in.
And he
No
was
way.
like, he was talking about how he was supposed to have a bigger role in the Three Amigos, and that they were supposed to play cards on the train together, and they were supposed to take the money from the Three Amigos and all that stuff. That would have been nice to see.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, but no.
No,
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He wasn't. Yeah, what am I talking about? He was one of the Germans.
yeah, but he was supposed to have a bigger role, and they cut it out apparently.
Well, that's well, yeah, you know, it was a good enough role. I thought, you know.
I got some tapes today. I'll do a finds video later.
Well, hopefully, I'll actually watch it this time, Josh, because I still haven't watched your last one.
Yeah,
Because
he
I'm
has
an
some cool
asshole, apparently.
stories. Hopefully he'll be back. Yeah. Well, he seemed like have a good time, man.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can, maybe he can do it from his dining room this time. I just thought that was interesting.
As far as interviews go, he seemed to have a good time. So
Yeah, it was great. Great stream,
yeah,
Gareth. Good job. Good job syncing that one. That's a good one.
yeah.
I don't know how you did that. Yeah. How do you get a hold of him? That's what I want to know. We'll talk privately, Gareth, sometime. I'm just
Probably some kind of
curious.
email. I think it's probably some kind of email somehow.
You know,
The finds
Gareth,
video I did on the 26th is up,
you
and I did
tagged
it.
me?
You tagged Captain, and yeah, I got it. I'm pretty sure I thumbs upped it.
Hmm.
And he's got some tapes today, and he's getting his camera changed up, and then he'll do a video later on. Greetings and salutations. It is he.
Hey, Professor. Yeah,
Press
there's a
follow.
tagging me on stuff on YouTube is kind of weird because I don't always get them. Like they kind of get buried beneath a bunch of other notifications. So I don't know. I apologize, Josh. I will go back and
I've been having a problem lately trying to tag people on YouTube because I do everything on my phone, right? And sometimes it lets me tag people, and sometimes it doesn't, and I sometimes feel like snapping my phone in half because of it. But
I wouldn't do that. That's
no,
don't
I know. I haven't done it yet.
yet. But just remember, man. Hey, things done in anger cannot be undone. So just remember that.
Remember that? I think it's in what's that movie? I think it's in Johnny Dangerously. Is that the one with Michael
Michael Keaton?
Keaton?
With when he's a mobster or about mobsters? Yeah, that's Johnny Dangerously.
The dude says somebody did something to him once. Once.
Yep.
And then he repeats the once,
right.
like he only got one chance to do it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I think it's from that movie. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen that movie in like probably 20 years. Yeah.
What's going on here? Okay.
Oh.
Lara said, "Let me have his number, Garrett."
No. Don't open
Garrett
up that floodgate.
"We'll let you guess it, Larry, and if it's right, he'll tell you."
Yeah, he'll tell you. He'll be the first to know.
And if you know anything about Gareth, he's definitely not going to tell you.
No, he's not gonna tell you. All you can do is just like call random numbers. The thing is, man, if you do that, there is like a 1 in a billion chance you'll get it right. That's still a chance, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still a chance.
What's weird is I can't comment on people's shorts. I can and I can't. It's like 50-50.
Well, I mean, I always thought it was up to the uploader, to where maybe they turned off comments because they're tired of the shit.
Something I've never. I don't even. I put a couple shorts out recently, and I don't even remember seeing the option to
Yeah, well,
do that?
yeah, I think that's what it is because I don't really do shorts that much. I was always told to be aware of doing shorts, especially if they're they're cutoffs like Daisy Dukes, because your balls might hang out. No, I mean YouTube Shorts. I was always told like be careful doing them because it'll screw up your algorithm because YouTube doesn't know what kind of creator you are. That's just how stupid it is. It gives you the option to do shorts, but
Hmm.
also it's like okay, either you make shorts all the time or you make long form videos all the time. If you do both, YouTube is like I don't know what to do. So I'm not gonna distribute your stuff. So
Huh.
it's like the chances of you being buried is very, very high if you do
Hmm.
shorts.
That's
And I
very
think
interesting to me.
with shorts is like I think with like the comments, like the options are very, very limited. Like with long form videos or like real videos, you can like do your moderation like strict, or just turn them off entirely or whatever. But with like shorts, is like you can either have them on or have them off. There's no you can't like moderate them. So it's like you put shorts out there, you're going to get every negative comment in the world because that's what people do. They're just jackasses. Uh, so it's like I mean, shorts are weird. So I think people mostly just turn them off because they don't want to deal with people's shit. Yeah, that's the thing. So
Hmm.
yeah.
You gave me a lot to chew on there with everything you
Oh,
just said. Now
okay.
we're gonna have to revisit that at a later date because,
Oh, bon
like I said,
appetit.
I put some shorts out recently, and I have to reflect on what's been happening since I've done that with what you said. So we'll talk about that
Yeah,
another time.
that's yeah. We'll talk later. That's why I don't do shorts just because it just seems like it screws up your whole thing.
YouTube sucks. The tags,
Yeah.
not like back in the day, the
Yeah.
old way. The tags helped grow a community. Now it sucks.
Mhm.
Sucks bad,
Yeah,
I tell you.
because they want you to pay for that shit. That's why.
Yeah, that's all, my
Yeah,
man.
they're very much against organic growth.
I tried doing shorts, but I don't like how short they have to be.
Hmm.
Like I can't let my creativity run wild on those, as
Well,
opposed
they
to
did
long videos.
they have changed that recently to where it can be longer because it used to be like the limit was a minute, which
Mm.
that's not very long. I mean, a minute's not very
No.
long. But I think it actually that you can go up to like 3 minutes now. I think. So they did
Yeah,
change
yeah,
the
they
format.
did definitely give you a little bit of an extended time frame because I remember putting
Yeah.
some out back in the day, and they were like only a certain amount of time. And now, I
Mm.
mean, I don't really make a short longer than 35 seconds. So
Yeah. I just don't. I don't know. Anybody out there, a blossoming YouTuber? Yeah, thanks, Echo. Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
there you
It
go.
seems like they changed that a lot too. They always change the formats on you. Like, oh, because before it was like only 60 minutes was the longest. I was like, oh God, trying to fit something into 60 minutes. Okay.
60
Now it's
seconds.
like, yeah, yes, 60 minutes. That's hardly a short.
I remember watching a TV show
Ah,
called 60 Minutes.
yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's not. Forget what I said. 60 seconds. Yes, 60 seconds. Sorry.
160 seconds, baby.
60
We know what
seconds, not
you
very
meant.
long. Not very long time.
We know what you meant, Cap. Don't we? We know what you meant. Evening,
Thanks, man.
gentlemen.
Hey, Don. Don, hi,
Our
Don.
man Don is here.
Don.
Everybody say hello to Don, please.
Don. Hi, Don.
Nice to see you, Don. I love you. I kiss you.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is a sign off from JoJo. JoJo was a psychic reader on
huh?
cable TV in Montreal back in the day. She was like a very flamboyant French lady with big blonde hair, and she get on there and tell everybody's horoscope and all kinds of stuff like that. And at the end, she say, "Bye bye. I love you. I kiss you."
Well, and that was a big thing back then, wasn't it? Psychics, like psychic phone lines, psychic shows. That was a big thing.
I remember that
'Cause who
because
was it?
I used to tell
Who
my
was,
mother all the time, and she's, "I love you. I kiss you." And my mother and I were watching TV, and I'd be like, "Don't kiss me. I hate that lady, ma." My mother would be
oh,
laughing and shit.
yeah. Because what was it? Was it Donna Summers that had a psychic network? A psychic network.
Not like
Donna
me, buddy.
Summers. Yeah, like Billy D. Williams had one too, and that was a big thing
That's
back in the
crazy.
day. Yeah,
Echo hates doing shorts because I can never think about what kind of short I want to do.
yeah. I mean, listen, fellas. All you creators out there watching, I wouldn't even bother with them. I wouldn't bother with them. I mean, I think Larry, let us know if you have a lot of luck. 'Cause I know you put out a lot of shorts. If you have a lot of luck, because I know it's like the math behind it's like as far as like when you put it out. Like the thing with YouTube's videos is it all depends on when you upload it, when it's released. That's the thing. If it catches an algorithm, that's good. If you upload it at the wrong time, it's going to be dead in the water. But with shorts, I think that window is even smaller. Like as far as like that. So, Larry, let me know how much luck you have with uploading shorts because I know you upload a lot of shorts. So it could be different for everyone, I'm sure, just depending on what your algorithm is and what
Yeah,
your
well,
viewers.
that's what I was saying. Like the couple of shorts that I've put out recently have done very, very well. Way better than any other short I really put out.
That's good.
So,
That's
but
good.
but because I have a feeling that kind of messed up something else. So that's
Mhm.
why we have to
Well,
talk about
that's what I heard. I heard that it does like it screws up what YouTube thinks you are because like shorts, there are like YouTubers that just upload like just strictly shorts, and they're like they're just like shorts, and that's so YouTube knows what to push them, how to push them. But if you do both, YouTube's kind of like I don't know what to do with you.
They upload shorts.
Yeah, because once again, we always come back to this. Heaven forbid YouTube just show your subscribers your uploads, but they won't do that. Like, oh no, we can't do that. That would make too much sense. Like,
Yeah.
no, we can't do that.
We'll
So
pepper them in amongst a bunch of
yeah,
other bullshit you don't want to do.
we'll put your stuff in front of people who don't like anything you're talking about, so you get a bunch of thumbs down. Oh, thanks for that, YouTube. Appreciate that. Thanks, Google. Thanks,
Big
man.
Tony's here. Big Tony's here.
Hey, Tony.
Top Thunderbolts. Next up is Final Destination Bloodline.
Yeah,
And he was
well.
at his local thrift store yesterday.
What'd you find? Anything? I went to my thrift store today. I found nothing. You know what? I did find one solitary item that was worth a damn, and I'll show it to you right now. I thought this was very, very neat.
Oh, hold on. Let me get this going here. There we go. No, this way.
That's
Come on.
that's
Come on.
you. That's you,
Come
Rob.
on. I'm trying to.
I can't
Come on,
do
give me
anything
a
about
second.
it.
There we go.
It's a little record from Star Trek.
Was that a 45?
Yep, 45 from Peter Pan Records. You guys remember this? Peter Pan Records.
Yeah.
We all had these when we were kids. Well, it's from Star Trek the movie. It's like it's not a read along. It's just a little story on record. So I thought that was pretty neat. The Time Stealer is what it's called. It's based on the Star
Again,
Trek
the
the
time
motion
what?
picture. What?
The time what?
Time Stealers.
Time Stealers.
The
Okay.
Time Stealer. Okay, it's based on the Star Trek the motion picture, but
Okay.
1979. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was it, though, dude. That was a pretty awful day at the thrift store. I hated it.
I have not been to the thrift store lately, but I need
Yeah,
to
man.
frequent it.
Yeah.
I'm I'm one of those kind of guys, which is bad for thrifting, that I don't like to keep doing the same thing over and over again and finding nothing. It irritates me, right?
Right.
But you
Yeah,
got
I
to
know.
keep doing that so that you find
You do.
that one time gem, right?
Yeah, you do. You got to get there as soon as they open, because if you don't, somebody else does. That's the
Yes,
thing.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, and I just like
Yeah.
I don't know if I guess I don't have the patience sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't.
What I hate doing is looking through all their CDs because whenever I get up enough patience to do it, I do find some pretty good stuff. But for the most part, I don't. So I don't even bother looking half the time. So last time I did that, it was probably a couple weeks ago. I found a couple Dokken albums, a couple Iron Maidens. Just like some pretty cool stuff that I just get to sell again down the road. But for the most part, yeah, the CDs are very, very slim. A lot of praise and worship CDs, which not really my thing.
No,
A lot
me
of
neither.
them, a lot of classical
Hold
music.
on, Corey, man. Corey's here. Hello, hey all,
Hey,
Corey.
man, you have got to update that profile pic, Corey. I tell you,
He's never going to stop saying that, Corey. You got to do something, buddy.
it's just because he had maybe like a small beard in that profile pic, but you don't. You have no beard. When I saw you last time, you had this huge beard. I didn't think it was the same person. In fact, I don't think it is the same person. I think this is all a lie. That's what I think.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
And speaking of lies, wasn't there a big psychic late night TV that turned out to be surprise, a big old scam?
Oh, tons of them. Yeah,
All of them.
yeah, all of
Absolutely
them.
all of them turned out to be that.
Yeah, look up Johnny Carson show. Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. There was a guy who claimed to bend spoons with his mind. Like, you probably recalled this. You
Mhm.
can probably recall this. And Johnny like had him on the show and like just like totally called him out. And it was awesome. Like it was just Johnny, like just like you're a fraud, dude. Like he wouldn't let him use the spoons that he brought. Like John's like, no, use these spoons that I brought. Like it was like they were normal spoons, they weren't gimmicked. So
Yeah.
it was awesome. It was great.
Hello, Puma.
One thing I can't stand more is a bullshitter. I cannot stand anything more than a bullshitter.
Same here. Neither
Yeah,
can Jack Burton. Like in Big Trouble in Little China, and he's like, "I'll cut this
yeah,
bottle in half." He says, "Okay, well, not that bottle. This
yeah.
bottle.
This bottle, right? Yeah, no gimmicks. Okay,
Not
no
Pam and
gimmicks.
me."
Yeah.
It also depends on the music as well, Cap.
Oh, for shorts.
I guess.
Shorts. Yeah, music is weird anymore. YouTube. That's another thing. It's like, man, making stuff for YouTube is so hard anymore because, like YouTube's the content ID has gotten so strict, and I've talked about this before, to where it's like, you have a like a video editor software, and they have like a library of what they say is royalty free music, and all intents and purposes it is, but if you upload it you get a copyright claim. Oh, it's a no impact copyright claim. What does that mean? That means something, okay, or else you wouldn't tell me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you told me this was royalty free and I could use it on any platform, and now you're telling me I have a copyright claim because of this very song. So it's like, okay, what do? You can always dispute it, which I always do, and usually I win. And they said they released the claim because they know it's BS because of their shitty uh, system because YouTube hears a song and they'll like go through the database and say like, hey, who wrote this song? Even though it is royalty free, they still claim copyright to it because somebody wrote it. That doesn't make any sense. It's so strict. Their YouTube content ID is so strict, and I know they're working on it, but it's almost like it's a monster they created that they can't really stop now. You know what I mean? It's like, I understand the point of it, but when you have songs that are marketed as royalty free, and when you use them and upload the video with it, and you get a copyright claim, it's very, very frustrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You want to hear something funny? I don't know if I told you this, but you remember Larry's little video we played last week?
yeah,
We got a copyright claim on the stream because of that video. And Larry
okay,
Larry uploads that music all the time. He said,
yep. See, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like they did, it'll change. Like I'll do, you know how like I do like my episode highlights where I'll take an older video of mine and like clip it down and like just put a new video up with like a highlight video, episode showcase is what I call them. Well, it's like when I uploaded that video originally, nothing. But then if I do like the episode showcase, upload it again, I'll get a copyright claim on one of the songs that I didn't before. It's like, it's just now recognizing that stuff. But of course, if you upload it before it recognizes it, it's fine. But
"What is it
afterwards,
like?
oh no, it's like you're getting a copyright claim.
Is it like? What is it? Is like the? Is it timed out? Is the copyright timed out or something?"
Yeah, it's I guess it's like retroactive timed out to where it's like it wasn't a problem before YouTube's content ID went berserk, but now it is. Like it's like, yeah, okay. So
Yeah, that seems a bit of a pain in the ass to have to deal with
yeah,
all that shit.
yeah.
Josh says that he thought it was Diane Warwick.
That's who it is. Thank you, Josh. Yeah. Yeah, not Donna Summer. Yeah, I don't think it wasn't Donna Summer. It was
Dion,
Diane
sorry,
Warwick.
Diane. Dion
Dion,
Warwick.
yeah. Dionne Warwick Davis.
Dion Warwick. Hi, Corey Echo and fellow chubby employees.
Mhm. Yeah. Whatever happened to that joke? No one's said that for a long time.
Big Bones is here. Big
Hey,
Bones.
Mr. Bones. Big Bones.
What's going on, buddy?
Hi, Mr. Bones.
Kung Fu. Yeah, Big Tony got some Kung Fu VHS.
Oh, you did? That's cool, man. That's always good. That's always good to find that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good find.
Kung Fu's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool, Cap.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks. I always appreciate a compliment. I don't know what you're talking of, but thank you.
Larry saw 2 Titanic double tapes today while he was out.
Did you get them? They're worth like $1,000 a piece, dude.
Come on now. Don't be
Yeah.
spreading that propaganda open here.
Yeah. What's funny, that's actually how I got a copy of Titanic.
Oh,
It was a long time ago, maybe 15 years ago, when I first started like really getting into VHS collecting. When thrift stores still had VHS, and they were only a quarter each. So it's like, what do you have to lose? Of course, that's when that internet rumor was going around that Titanic was worth like a lot of money. And I was like, I saw Titanic there. It was a quarter. I was like, why not? I'll get it. Because what if it's true, right? Like, what if it's true? You know? So I got it. So I had Titanic. And
I
I
will.
still do. I
I will
still have it.
never. I have Titanic. I guess I do have one somewhere, but
Yeah. Makes a
if
good
I come
doorstop.
across one that's if I come across one that's factory sealed, like I might buy that one because it's factory sealed, just to have a brand new one,
Hmm.
just to kick around and like whenever I'm in a bad mood, throw it against the wall or something like
Yeah. Like I said, it makes a good doorstop.
that.
It's a good double tape. I mean, that's good stuff. Good
So here's
paperweight.
the thing. Now I haven't checked in with my buddy Corey in a bit on his lunchtime streams or nothing lately. So now the beard is gone.
Oh, okay. So it makes sense now. Okay. Okay. Well, I apologize, Corey. It
So we
all makes sense.
come full circle. He's back to
Yeah.
looking like his handsome
Yeah,
self right there.
put up that comment again. Put up that profile pic. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that
Yep.
handsome lad. Uh, man.
Yes.
Like it
He's
just like I see that picture. I just smell aftershave. Like I smell English leather
English leather.
aftershave. It's like it just makes me feel good. It really does.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be a little bit too much information, but it's
Well,
still.
you know
I
what?
still collect CDs, mostly movie soundtracks. Although I do need to beef up my horror movie soundtracks.
Yeah, they're out there. I mean, I know as far as I go, thrifting.
Oh,
I never really find any soundtracks in
I
thrift
just cut you
stores.
off, Cap, because I was just didn't want you to, rebuttal on the little jab I gave you there. Was I?
Oh, what? What my mildly homoerotic comment?
Yeah,
Oh, it's fine. We're all
I
just
like to
having
throw
fun.
jabs at my friends, but it's because you're like an idol to me, like a celebrity, a YouTube celebrity to me. I
Oh,
don't want to
Jesus.
throw too many jabs at you. I feel bad for being, so I like to throw them in and I can move on quick.
Yeah, that's what I heard about you. You throw it in, then move on.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay. Well, okay. Sorry
Back in the
if
day,
Ellie's
but not
watching.
anymore.
Yeah.
Corey shaved already. Yeah, to see. We're
That's old
behind.
news, Larry. Okay, it's old news. Okay, it's all over the
We're behind.
tabloids.
Yuri Geller. We're behind.
I saw it on TMZ. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Miss Cleo.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
Miss
Miss Cleo. Yeah,
Cleo.
that's right. Yeah, Miss Cleo. Yeah. Yeah,
She
that's
wasn't
right.
even. She wasn't
She
even
wasn't even
Jamaican.
she wasn't even Jamaican. Yeah, I remember that now. Thank you,
Oh man,
Echo.
she's a bullshitter
Forgot all about
on
that.
two fronts, man.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah. Oh, Jamaican me crazy.
Yeah, she's Jamaican some lies up, man,
Yeah,
because
she's making some shit up. That's what she's doing. Yeah.
like she don't have no psychic powers, and she's
No,
not Jamaican.
no. Yeah,
That's
but I
bad.
mean, give it to her though. She was a good bullshitter. She made a lot of money doing that
Oh,
shit.
that's right. She deserves
Hmm.
some points for that, for the effort.
Because think
Anyway,
about it, it's like how many years later, and here we are talking about it on our little show. Like it's like we still talk about Miss Cleo today.
yeah, I would try.
Well,
I would do
these
an
are,
impression right now, but I guess I can't do that anymore. Like you
no, you
can
can't
tell,
do
yeah,
that. Don't get
can't
us
do
canceled.
accents like that no more. So
Yeah,
sometimes I've used music, I get flagged by people in Europe and Asia, and I
yeah.
know they sure as heck don't own those copyrights.
No, let me address this in two parts. Can I do that?
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna put
Uh,
this so people
I
know you're
know
talking.
it's like
Go.
as far as media platforms go, you got your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, right? You upload something on YouTube, some kind of short video or something, you get nothing. You upload the same video, nothing altered, nothing changed, nothing. On Facebook, you'll get some kind of copyright claim saying, "Oh, this video is muted." You're like, "Oh," and you'll freak out at first. "Oh God!" But then you look at the fine print in certain countries. You're like, "Okay, what does that mean?" And you click on it to get details, and the countries are like Laos, like Argentina, some weird
Mongolia.
yeah, some weird neighborhood at the bottom of Brazil somewhere. It's like, okay, so you're telling me it doesn't really matter because
Kazakhstan.
it's like these people probably aren't going to watch this video anyway. So they
Durga Avenue.
yeah, it's like so certain regions always look because usually it's like it doesn't matter. because it's like that's
Yeah.
all right.
used to
I
do
don't
a
mind.
podcast. Like I said a bunch of times, I used to do a podcast with my two buddies, and we used to say some things and use some clips and stuff like that, and we used to get like that copyright claims from like crazy places, man.
Yeah, yeah. The second part of that comment, Professor, if I could continue, if I may continue, would you?
Yes,
Do you mind, Rob?
make it.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't mean to.
sorry.
I don't mean to hold the floor here, but
No, no, you
I
take
just
the
wanted to
floor,
say,
Captain. You're the captain.
there are. You would be very surprised. Look, if anybody can, if somebody can scam you out of something, no matter what it is, they're going to do it. And there's companies that do this. And with music, with like content, if it is public domain, then you upload it and then you get a copyright claim for like a song or like movie clips or just like showing a movie that's public domain, and you get a copyright claim. I cannot remember the company, but it's some company out of France that claims they own the distribution rights to like public domain movies like Frankenstein's Daughter, like stuff that nobody wants. Nobody owns that stuff. Nobody wants
I
it.
believe you just said that title, Ben,
Yeah. Why?
because I just found it on Facebook today on
Oh,
Marketplace for sale.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, okay, so I
That's
can't
whack.
remember what they called. They also say they own the copyrights
That's the
to,
Matrix.
that's right, man. It's all coming back around. It's a circle. They'll also say that they'll say they claim they own the copyrights to Bride of the Monster, which is a public domain film, still in public domain. A bunch of other stuff, and they'll say they own it. Oh, we own the distribution rights. No, they don't. They're a crock of shit. If you upload anything and you get a copyright claim, dispute it with YouTube. And usually when you do that, immediately they release it because they know they're full of shit. So it's like, yeah, if you get a copyright claim, always dispute it, because it's like just tell them the reason why you're disputing it. Like, don't lie. If you lie, then you can get in trouble. But it's like, don't lie. Just say like, no, this is public domain. It's fair use. Whatever you got to say, let me know. And usually all they can do is do yes or no. They can release it or say, no, they're going to uphold it. And that's all you get. So
Yeah, that's good advice right there.
there's companies that will say they own copyrights to public domain stuff, and they just do not. And you just have to fight it. Oh, thank you, Josh. I forgot I even showed that. Yeah.
English leather or high karate.
Yeah.
Or brute.
Yeah, Josh. It doesn't appear to be too scratched. It looks like it's an okay condition. I think it was $2. Wasn't
Cool water.
Oh, London Fog.
London Gentleman.
Yeah, London Gentleman. Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
Aqua
60% of
Velva.
the time it works every time.
Brute. When I smell Brute, it reminds me of middle school. I wore Brute in middle school.
For me, it's well, not for me, but I mean the smell of Polo, the original Polo cologne. My father has worn Polo cologne and to this day he wears the exact same cologne. It's been my whole life.
Yeah,
I smell that shit and I'm like, oh my god, here's my father. He's showing up. Little known fact: every single copy of Titanic is worn out in a scene where DiCaprio paints the chick.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for that, Professor.
And, we'll believe you.
That's right. Put some respect on Cat's name. That's right.
Yeah, damn it. Thanks, Puma.
Right. Sex Panther, 60% of the time it works every time.
Yep.
Miss Cleo, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you? That brings up an interesting point. Rob, do you wear cologne or aftershave of any sort?
I don't wear aftershaves. I do wear cologne.
You do?
I don't wear it often. I only wear it if I need to go someplace fancy, I suppose.
Someplace where they need to smell you before they see you.
Yeah. See, I have a wife now, so I don't need to wear cologne.
Oh, so what you're saying is you stop trying?
No, I just don't because Cap, the thing is when I put cologne on.
Oh, you attract more trouble.
It's a thing.
I got you. I can understand that.
So
yeah, I got you.
Even as much as my wife loves the smell of the cologne that I wear,
so does everybody else.
I do wear that cologne.
Yeah,
things can happen. So
just gonna have people just following you, like just humping the air, dry humping the air.
I'm just gonna have to smell good on my regular way, like with just soap and smelling good. You know what I mean? I don't really need to put cologne on. I smell good all the time anyway. I put cologne on only to smell extra good, and you don't really need to do that when you have a wife.
I guess you don't, because you're just going to attract more trouble.
Yeah.
Just going to attract stuff. Oh, cologne. Oh, good old cologne. Yeah. I don't know. Does hot sauce count as cologne? Because that's.
I guess you're huge there, right?
Yeah.
The average height is
Yeah.
4'10". That's my mother was 4'10", man.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
the
old
tallest in my
Laos.
family. Okay, I'm 6'2". I'm the tallest in my family. My mother is 4'10". People say, and I kind of take after my mother a little bit more than my dad. I don't know, whatever.
How tall is your dad?
My dad's about he's not short. He's like, I don't know, what, 5'10", maybe 5'9", 5'10".
It's about average. Yeah, it's an average.
Yeah, he's average height. But I'm 6'2", but my brother is like the same height as my dad, and my sister is short. So people say, well, like, you're 6 foot, over 6 foot, like your mother's 4'10". But my mother, her grandfather was 6'8".
6'8"?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So my mother's brother, who's the baby of the three, is like he's 6'2" like me. He has two sons that are like 6'4", 6 something. They're like huge.
That's so interesting because it's like you hear that like 6'4". That's nothing, right? When you see 6'4", you're like, that's pretty damn tall. Like anything over 6 is tall. Like you're like, yeah, I can't. I forget. I forget numbers. Like it's like I can't do height in my head like how tall something actually is. It's like, yeah, 6'8". You said your grandfather was 6'8".
Yes.
God,
so that's where the height skipped my mother, but it jumped into like everybody else. So
that is
myself and my uncle anyway.
A towering gentleman's what that is. That's about as tall as John Larroquette. Apparently John Larroquette's actually like really, really tall. I can't remember the actual numbers.
He looks tall though.
Yeah, he looks very tall. He's a very tall guy.
I wouldn't, just if I'm watching it on TV, I wouldn't think he's short. That's for sure. He's no Stallone. He's no Stallone. That's for sure.
No, yeah, Stallone. He's a little short guy, isn't he? Oh man!
Remember the whole Warner Chappell birthday song mess?
I do not. What is that? What is that? Rob, do you know what that is? I don't know what that is.
Warner Chappell had bought a song in the library that had a song in it called "Good Morning to You" that they said the music, not the lyrics, and it was they got from the birthday song.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Or the melody, or something.
Good morning to you. Oh wait, we can't do that. We'll get shut down for copyright claim.
Whoa, easy there.
Yeah, easy now. Easy, everybody.
It says because they own the rights to the birthday song until the judge told them, no, you don't.
Yeah, the judge said, no, you don't. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of companies that do that.
See, Puma knows what I'm talking about, JoJo. I was just talking about that before. I said at the end of her shows, remember, she said, I love you, I kiss you, goodbye.
Oh man, well, we're bringing back a lot of memories in tonight. I really appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I'm glad we're here for that. I'm glad we're here to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here on Tape Talk,
we're going to bring back some memories to you. Make some warm and fuzzies in your cold and pricklies right here on Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video on YouTube.
Ooh, the smooth velvet voice of the Captain.
That's right. We're going to wear some English leather, and we're going to make some homoerotic comments
here on Lovers and Other Strangers.
Yes, Lovers. Yeah. Yeah. I'm aroused.
Yeah, well, yes. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. How about that game last week?
Yeah. We're going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way.
Go all the way. Got a good team this year. Yep. Car ran good. A good crew this year.
Car ran good.
Oh, man.
That's like saying, steak tastes good. Meat was bloody.
Meat was bloody. Steak tastes good. Yeah, speaking of steak, on to the next topic that has nothing to do with VHS tapes, because we seem to do that here on the show, but I think people enjoy it.
What do you say that too? I was thinking that to myself too.
It's like we talk about everything but VHS on this, but VHS on this show, but that's fine with me. I like it. I like just talking. You know,
Yeah, I was just thinking about that earlier today. It's like when I was watching the highlight clip, I was
it's like, there's
like,
probably two clips
this
that
is
have
the
anything to
tape.
do with tapes. Yeah, like two clips in that, and that's because there's the one when you're talking about the Three Stooges tape, and then we're talking about the Ice Capades tape. Like it's like the breast examination on tape. Like
It's
it's like
supposed to
the
be a
rest of
tape show, and we're talking about everything but tapes.
everything but tapes, man. I think it's fun. I think the people enjoy it. And let us know out there in the chat. Do you like it when we talk about other stuff besides just tapes? You know,
Yeah,
are
you
you
know,
here?
the chat is the chat's going to love what we talk about because that's what we end up talking about.
Yes. Are you here to hear about our copies of some VHS tape, or are you hear us to talk about our opinions on pickled eggs? Because we will give you that.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
we have before, and we will again.
Welcome to Tay Talk.
Welcome to Tape Talk. This week we're going to talk about steak.
Oh.
Yeah, steak. I should say this. I wanted to talk about steak. When you brought up steak, it took me forever. When I was growing up, like I was like a medium well to well done man, right? A well done guy. When I grew up, I was like I realized that the error of my ways. Now I'm like a medium or a medium rare guy. Like that is to cook a steak like that and eat it like that. That is the best way to have a steak. I mean, the thing about medium is it's hard to cook it like perfectly. Like medium's a very hard cook. Like you can
Yeah.
screw it up so easily. Like, oh my God, 1 second over. Oh, it's medium well. I'm still going to eat it, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I have like a specific way I'd like a steak, but to be honest with you, if it's as long as I get some good char on both sides,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't really
Yep.
give a shit what the inside's like.
Well, I just think
I mean,
I
as
like
long as
that
I get that char taste in my mouth, everything else is going to pass. Is what I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, I like that juice. And I think you get it more well done. It's more chewy and it's more tough.
Mm.
But a nice medium, man. Oh man, with some butter on top of that. Oh,
I like it, man. I like it super charred on both sides. Like I like it almost and then like cooked and then nice and red in the middle. That's what I like.
yeah, that's called a Pittsburgh rare. Have you ever heard of a Pittsburgh rare?
Mm.
Where it's like you have like a nice sirloin and like you dunk it in butter and throw it on the grill or the broiler, and like what it does is the butter burns the outside,
Right.
but when you take it off like pretty much after a couple minutes, but on the inside it's still basically like purple, like it's like rare, but
I
the
don't like it
outside is
purple. I like it red.
yeah. Well, you can just leave it a little longer. You know what I mean? Like it's like you can, but
Well, I
like
like
the
both
outside
side
gets
burnt, man. Burn that shit. I love that
yeah,
char. I like the
the
mix
outside,
of the char and the redness inside.
yeah. That's a Pittsburgh rare as they call it, and that's good. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Yeah.
Rob and Cap Variety Hour. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, da 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 da.
Hey, that.
Yeah. Yep. Ah.
He's here to hang out with a bunch of old friends and talk about tapes. It's the cherry on top.
Yeah. If we get to tapes, I mean, we really don't talk about tapes, do we? We do sometimes, but
Sometimes, so I mean,
yeah,
we're based around tapes. I mean,
yeah. I mean, nothing can beat the Easter episode we had a couple weeks ago, where I showed all my 2 Easter tapes. That was great.
medium rare,
Medium rare, yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Chicago style.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that's like the same kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's regional, or it's like if you're from Pittsburgh, they call it Pittsburgh. Where you're from Chicago, it's Chicago
Yeah, that's
style.
what I'm saying, man. You just like when someone says, you know what, I don't like this kind of steak. Do you have this? And you're like, oh, I got you the, and they throw a name in front of it.
Yeah.
I
Whatever.
got you the Tijuana style. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Tijuana style.
Oh, okay, that's good. The Tijuana style. Yeah.
It's not a flavor of steak. It's like some ketchup.
I tell you what, Corey, I would watch saying that around certain people. People would take offense to that.
Words in certain places.
Yeah. People do not put ketchup on steak, and a lot of people are like that.
I love red sauce and brown sauce. So I don't put red sauce on my steak, but I put brown sauce on my steak.
Yeah, some people are very, very opposed to putting any sauce on steak because why would you need sauce? Like if the steak is good,
I know. I've defended myself in several occasions where because I like to use brown sauce on my steak, which is HP sauce. If anybody wants to know what brown sauce is, it's HP. It's a steak sauce made for steak.
Right. Yeah.
So I like to dabble with the brown sauce.
Yeah. Well, there's also.
I don't need the brown sauce. I dabble with the brown sauce.
Well, there's a lot of recipes that are like a lot of dishes that are like that's what it is. Like there is like gravy on it or some kind of sauce on it, like a Salisbury steak or like a Swiss steak. Like a steak has sauce on it if it's that certain dish. But I don't know. Putting ketchup on steak, obviously everybody can do what they want, but I know a lot of people get really offended by that.
I used to see, where I come from. The poutine, like everybody knows it as, it was
Yeah,
created where I come from, right?
yeah,
I used to see kids growing up put ketchup on that. Like,
uh,
you already got gravy on your fries, and you're putting ketchup on top of the gravy
yeah.
that's on the fries.
I always thought that was a bit of a sin. You can't
That
mix
used to
ketchup
make me
with
ill.
gravy.
It made me ill looking at that. I mean, what the
Yeah,
fuck are you doing?
yeah, yep.
Josh says, Professor, I enjoy tape talk and whatever else Robin and Captain want to talk about.
Well,
We
thank you,
appreciate that,
Josh.
Tape Talk.
Thank you
That's
very
very
much.
cool.
I should say it's only an added delight that you guys actually like what we're talking about because we're going to talk about it anyway. It helps that you enjoy it, but we are going to end up talking about pickles and steak sauce.
No, we didn't think that you did that, Corey. I figured
Yeah.
you were being, routines for life. What's going on
we,
then,
we
dog?
we thought you were being facetious, so
Keg size. The Keg is a big steakhouse in Canada.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh Lily,
and they got all kinds of steaks and they're good. I went
wow.
to I went to the Keg, and the last time I've been to the Keg, my wife ordered steak. I ordered steak. She ordered like a steak with shrimp.
Oh,
I don't eat shellfish. I like fish, but I don't eat shellfish.
crevets.
Crevets. I don't eat
Yeah.
crevets, and so when they brought it out, they brought my steak with shrimp on it,
Oh
and I said
mm,
like I don't want shrimp, and I don't want the shrimp juice on my steak.
no.
So they had to take it back. So what they did was they comped the whole meal, and it was free, and that was awesome. I got another filet mignon, and it was
Wow, that's good.
yeah, and it was for free. And I was like,
That's,
yeah, the whole way home, I was like, I beat the system somehow. I got a free steak for both of us.
yeah,
I
but
was king of the world.
listen, don't you but don't you isn't there like a part of you that thinks that yeah they took that steak back, they did comp it of course, but like before they did that they just like brushed the shrimp off.
No, because I
I-
waited another like friggin' I don't know how long to
okay,
get another steak.
and then
So
like just like brush the shrimp off and put it down their pants and then put
I
it back
don't
on the
think
plate and
so.
serve
And
it
I
to you.
believe me, I tasted. I was eating. I was like, if there was a taste of fish anywhere, I would have got 2 more free steaks. But
So are you allergic? Are you allergic to shellfish,
no, I
or you
just
just
don't
don't
like
like
it.
it?
I don't.
Okay.
I like fish, but I don't like it when you start getting into shellfish. It gets a little too fishy in the aftertaste for me.
Mm. Hmm.
Like even tuna. Tuna is like I love salmon. I love like any other kind of fish.
Yeah.
But once you get up to tuna, I love oysters. Oysters are good because they don't
Yeah.
taste like fish. They taste like salt and yumminess. So
Yeah, they taste like heaven. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. How much we like
yeah,
oysters.
they don't taste fishy at all. That's what everybody thinks. They must be the most fishiest thing on the planet. No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, actually, it's like the opposite. Like what you think they taste like, that's not what they taste like. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Tuna. That's definitely in the realm of like really, really fish. Like, I take it you don't like sardines or anchovies either.
No, not really.
Yeah, 'cause that's like really heavy on the fish side.
Yes,
Like that's really those are really heavy things. I don't like sardines. Uh,
garlic butter on. I like garlic butter on anything, Corey.
well, that's how you make a steak. That's like that is acceptable. That's like yeah, garlic butter or any kind of butter on a
When
nice
they do
steak.
like a pan, when they cook like a pan fried steak, and they do like when they keep tossing that the hot butter on top of it,
Oh
and
yeah,
they're cooking
yeah.
the top as they cook.
Oh man.
See,
Oh
look, see, now we're hungry. Now we're all hungry.
yeah. Tune in to Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, and come get hungry with us.
Yes. We have no menu for you, so sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Shrimp and
yep.
lobster, yum yum. See,
They are
You-
bugs. That's the thing. They are related to spiders. That's what's really funny about crustaceans.
and let me tell
They
you
are
something.
what?
If you think that when they pull that big chunk of white meat of lobster out of the tail,
Oh boy, do I ever.
and they dip it in the garlic butter and then into that nice
Ah,
cocktail sauce and stuff. You think,
ah.
if you think that doesn't look appetizing to me, then you're wrong. My
Oh,
mouth waters looking at it.
but you just don't like it, right?
I put it in my mouth and it's just 2 feet. initially when I'm biting it, it's like, hey, this is pretty good, but it's the aftertaste, man. It makes me gag.
So you really think like lobster is too fishy? That's interesting because
Even
I think
lobster,
lobster is
man.
the opposite.
I've had lobster salad and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And no, crab salad. I mean crab salad and all that stuff. And at
Yeah.
first I'm eating it. It's like I can eat crab, man. And then after I'm like, no, I'll never eat it again.
Well, maybe it's just the salad, what they make it with. Like I don't know. It's like to me, see that kind of stuff to me doesn't taste fishy. Like it's its own thing, like it's its own flavor.
Shrimp, okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the Chinese buffet. They have these little tiny shrimps all tossed in garlic butter. Everybody's telling me, how could you not like this? All you taste is garlic butter. Blah, 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 blah. I go and taste it. All I taste is fish, and it makes me gag.
That's interesting. I think it's psychosomatic with you. I think like you had a bad experience once, and that's all it took. And I think that's how it's going to be for the rest of
No,
your life.
I didn't rate that when I was young. I eat
Well,
fish
I'm just
my
saying
whole
that
life.
something had to happen. Something had to happen, which
Hey,
which
my
associates
father
that in
makes
your.
cod. My father makes cod fillets and egg wash and a flour fried in the pan. I'll eat that stuff every day. I
Mhm,
love fish that you can catch on a fishing rod, but once
mhm,
you get anything bigger than that, I don't. It's too
mhm.
fishy for me.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I just don't think shrimp and lobster and crab are like a fishy tasting thing. That's interesting that you had that experience. I'm sorry to hear that, Rob. I really am.
Just too fishy. Like, hey, this not too long ago, I was drinking and partying at a buddy's house, and there was a dude there, and we were right upstairs over a very well known pizza place.
Mhm.
And and it was time to eat something, and he went downstairs and he got a big ass pizza. He got a shrimp pizza.
Oh well, see, yeah, we'll talk
All
about
right.
that. Finish your story. I'll tell you my thing
He
about
came
shrimp
up with
pizza.
the shrimp pizza. He opened it up. It looked great. It looked like something from Ninja Turtles. It was badass. Everybody was grabbing a piece and shoving it in their hole, and everybody was liking it. And I'm sitting there
uh,
thinking to myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to try it. I grab a slice. I take a big bite. I'm chewing on it, and as I'm chewing on it, blah, I spit it out of my mouth because it was so fishy.
yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, I don't think shrimp belongs on pizza. I think it's not.
And you want to
First,
know what? You know who will contest to that story? This man right here. Len Dog was
oh,
in
Len
that
Dog.
kitchen. Len Dog knows the dude that bought that pizza. He saw me take a bite and spit it out.
Len Dog, let us know about Rob's very bad experience with the shrimp pizza. He freaked out, freaked out, freaked out. Sorry, Rob. I'm sorry you had that experience. I really am.
I just don't like. I don't like super fishy like shellfish and
Well,
stuff.
and I don't think shrimp belongs on pizza. I just don't. I don't think it's the vehicle for shrimp. Like, don't get all gimmicky with pizza. Just keep pizza simple, okay? Like it's like
I love wine. I
because
love wine.
when you put shrimp on a pizza, here's the thing: it has to be cooked first before you put it in the oven because shrimp takes, shrimp has to have a certain kind of temperature because you want it done or else you'll get trichinosis and die, and you don't want to eat underdone shrimp. And so if you put it in the oven, like just raw shrimp, it's like okay, you're gonna have to the pizza's gonna be burned before the shrimp gets baked completely.
I'm pretty
And plus,
sure to
all
use. I'm pretty sure to use the little ones that are probably already pre-cooked or
well,
something.
that's my point. You see, they're already cooked when you put it on the pizza. You put it in the oven, so by the time it gets to your mouth, the shrimp is so overdone and tough and rubbery because it's like it's already been cooked 3 times. You know what I mean? So it's like
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know.
Everybody else was loving it. So see, no,
Well, they have. Listen, Rob, don't compare yourself to them. Okay, they might have liked it, but
See,
they
my
don't.
dog
They
was
don't. They
there.
have terrible taste, horrible taste. Every shrimp pizza I've ever had, I've hated because like this shrimp tastes like I'm eating a little shoe. Like it's. I might as well have little shoe pizza. Like that's what it tastes like. Little shoes, not shrimp.
Meat lovers with some spinach and extra sauce. I can eat
Spinach.
that.
What are you?
I
What are you?
can do that.
Popeye? What are
I
you?
love I like
Popeye?
spinach. I'm down with some spinach. I don't give a shit what it's on it. You can pile everything I like on it. I'll eat it. But
You're a Ninja Turtle.
I just
You're a Ninja Turtle.
when it's too fishy, it's just too fishy.
Oh, you're Rob Fayelle. That's what you are.
Rob Fayelle, many
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago, Costco during those days where you weren't supposed to eat meat, stopped selling chicken bakes
Oh,
and
so
sold
shrimp bakes.
shrimp bakes. Had
Hmm.
shrimp, cheese, delish. Never sold them ever again though.
Probably lost their ass on it. That's why.
Hmm.
Stuff's kind of expensive.
Shrimp, but no, not me.
Shrimp. Yeah. And plus, shrimp has a lot of water in it too. So, like, if you put it on a pizza, you put it in the oven, like the pizza's not going to get done because it's like having too many toppings on a pizza, right?
Man, and you know what? Like even when I see the shrimp when they dig like a Red Lobster commercial and they dig that shrimp into
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
cocktail sauce, whether it's a regular shrimp or a breaded shrimp, both
yeah,
of them look equally as mouth-watering to me.
yeah. Well, listen, I want you don't feel bad about this because here's the truth: that shrimp in that commercial probably wasn't real. It was just some prop. Like usually the food in commercials aren't food;
Yeah, I know,
they're
but I'm
just
just
yeah.
saying, like,
Sure, it
it
looks
just,
good. It looks
I'm
good.
intrigued. I'm
Yeah.
willing to eat the shrimp. It's just I don't like
Mhm.
the shrimp.
Hey man, that's fine. That's
It's
fine. You don't
caca.
have to eat. You don't have to eat the shrimp. You don't have to eat the caca. You don't have to eat the caca. No caca, Rob.
Rob, remember the time I fell down twice coming back from the Bell Province, and you caught me both times while I carried my breakfast back to work?
Oh, that's nice, Rob. That's nice of you. You know, we all need a friend like that.
Of course, I remember that the dog.
Yep. I think we've all
Then
had
dog's
those
my brother from
experiences.
another mother, which makes sense because we were on a podcast together when I was talking about that podcast with two other dudes. It
Yeah.
was about Men Dog, and it was called Brothers from Other Mothers.
Oh, is it? And the other member of that podcast was the one that shut out the name.
Was our other brother who went like he went crazy. I think he was like the Janus Project from Judge Dredd, and he
Okay.
got
Okay.
all fucked up and shit,
Okay. All right. We did a
and
heel
he
turn on you.
and then he showed up in our chat a bunch of times on our other
Yeah.
names and
Mm.
said stupid shit to me for no reason.
Yeah. That's what you want to do. That's a good thing to do.
Uh,
Show up on a live stream in the chat with how many people are watching right now? A couple.
well, not now. He's not here now. It was
I'm just saying. What's the average people watching us?
10 people right now.
Yeah, it's okay. So you're gonna show up in a live stream and just like start talking shit in the chat, like, okay, dude, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, well,
Okay, why don't you go jump in a dumpster?
they obviously do. I don't know where public enemy number one is tonight. They haven't showed up yet, but
Okay, well, hopefully they just need to take a poop with their pants on.
there's a couple people that haven't showed up tonight. If you haven't noticed,
I know. Where's Lady? I want to know where Lady is.
there's a few. Lady is allowed to not show up because she's always here. So, but I mean, there's other
Yeah.
people that usually show up that are not
Oh,
here.
you're saying that other people that are probably the same profile,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
which we've had our theory about.
I can eat shrimp that gets cooked and looks pink just fine,
Hmm.
but the one they sell that's only
Hmm.
pickled in lemon juice,
I've never heard that.
don't trust
Ugh.
that. Don't trust that
That's
at all.
that's you're right. You're right, Macabro. Trust your instincts on that one. I don't like that either.
Pickled in
Ugh.
lemon juice. I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
know that
like
the citrus, like the citrus juice, can cook fish to a certain
yeah.
extent.
It sets it off, sets off the flavor, but I wouldn't like let it brine in lemon juice. That's kind of weird. That's like an experiment. That's too much. Too much. Too much.
Too much. Troboku. Troboku.
Beaucoup. Ah man, that's
Yeah.
enough of that. That's enough of that.
Friday night, man. It's Friday night with Robin the Captain.
Friday night. Oh,
Talking about
TGIF. TGIF. Like wow.
ceviche. Talking about shrimp, chicken
Ah
fried
yes,
shrimp,
ceviche. Yeah.
boiled shrimp. Ceviche. Funny story about ceviche.
Oh boy.
I have a friend named Juan, and he
Juan.
is from Colombia. I work with
Colombia.
him
You got to
for.
say it right. You got to say it right. Colombia.
He's from Colombia,
There
and
you go.
I worked with him for a few years, and so one day he brings in food, and I bring in food, and sometimes I bring stuff for him, he brings stuff for me,
Mhm.
and he brought me what looked like a pico de gallo kind of thing to me, like
Oh no.
some kind of like a salsa or something like that to me, and it was ceviche, and there's shrimp in that.
Yes. Yeah. And you.
He didn't tell me
You.
this.
Of course.
He didn't tell me that, and I ate it.
Here we
I
go.
mean, I didn't eat it. I tried what he offered me. I
Uh-huh.
tried it, and I said, "That's good," and I continued my lunch.
Yeah.
So I fast forward a little bit later. He brings ceviche in again, and
Mhm.
he's eating it, and he offers me some, and I see a big piece of shrimp, and I'm like, "I don't eat that, man." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I give you ceviche like whatever, and you loved it." And I'm like, "What?
Oh
There's no
no.
way!" And I argued with him. I used to argue with him all the time. And he's like, "You're crazy, man." He goes, "I gave you this already, and you ate it, and you're acting like you didn't do it." And then I'm like, I guess I'm wrong, and maybe I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I can't call him a liar, but I still do,
Yeah, as soon as he told you there was shrimp in it, you immediately got diarrhea.
Yeah,
Oh,
and yeah, placebo effect happened, and I was sick and everything, and I was like, "You bastard!" And
yeah,
yeah,
yep, diarrhea, cha cha cha.
yeah, me either. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. But I liked everything else in the ceviche. But
Yeah, ceviche is good, but you really have to be into like seafood. That's the thing. It's
yeah,
if you're not into seafood at all, like you're not into all of seafood, don't eat ceviche. That's the thing, or
yeah.
drink ceviche or whatever. You
So
know,
when I go out with people and they drink beers, so they'll go to the whatever kind of restaurant, like a sports bar or something, and it's like, "Oh, let's get some calamari." I'm like, "No, let's not."
yeah. Well, that's the one. Yeah, I don't do calamari. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I'm not into it, man. Like I said, I'm a very texture-driven guy. Like I like octopus, but it has to be done like right. I can't do it when it's still like squishy. You can cook octopus and squid for that matter, calamari, to when it's where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice and firm, like a nice, almost like a
Oh,
nice medium steak. But like
gosh.
there's ways to like if you
You know
boil
what it
it,
looks
it's like
like?
still
I'm
very
gonna tell you what
very
it looks like.
squishy. Yeah,
It looks like this that alien singer from The Fifth Element.
yeah, that's right, man. I
That's
know.
what it looks like.
Yeah, I know. Like
Oh,
it's funny you see these things in the ocean. If you catch them
Pamela
in your fishing net.
Laguna. Pamela Laguna. What's her name? Pamela
Yeah,
Laguna.
I think you're. Yeah, but you see like an octopus in the ocean. You're like, what is your first? Why is your first instinct to eat it? Like, that's why would you think you could eat that?
No, I wouldn't. That's never my first thing. That's like it's way down the list.
It looks like a Metroid enemy. Like it looks like an enemy in Metroid. I'm not going to eat it. Now, I
Yeah.
know this is coming from a guy who eats raw oysters. I know that's enough, but
Yeah. I eat raw oysters now too, thanks to
yeah,
my friends who made me try it.
love raw oysters. Man, I love raw oysters
But
so
I
much.
like them because they don't taste like what you think they taste like.
They don't taste like that. If someone were to ask me what they taste like, I couldn't tell them. I have no idea what it tastes like. It's sweet. It's not even really briny, but it's like salty, but it's not brackish. Like it's not. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
that's
very
nice.
interesting.
It's like if you
No,
enjoy, if you're the kind of person who likes to drink a beer and have like beer nuts or some kind of peanuts or some kind of like
nuts.
eat a pickled egg or eat a pickled this, or if you're that kind of person who likes to eat those kind of things when you drink a beer, oysters are for you.
Mm-hmm. Especially with some horseradish.
Yes,
Nice
horseradish,
horseradish on that.
a shot of Tabasco, a squeeze of lemon,
Yep.
maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh man.
I would rather have
Oh.
a shrimp cocktail. The shrimp is properly cooked, has tomato juice, other cooked
Mhm. Yep.
fish, some veggies, add some salted
Hmm.
crackers on the side. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, you would like, Professor. You would like. There's a little restaurant around the area that I frequent when I make ports that makes really, really excellent Bloody Marys. Of course, you can get them, surely templed as well. You don't have to have vodka in them, but they load it up with like just like shrimp. Like it's great. Well, Rob would like it, but but they have like shrimp and like pickled asparagus in it, and like all kinds of stuff in
I
it.
like
Very,
pickled
very
asparagus,
delicious.
but not with
I'm
shrimp.
sure you can ask for it without shrimp. I don't think that's too big of a deal. Uh,
After I saw this post of a lady that eat octopus or might have been calamari, the tentacles had
Professor,
eggs and I left them in her mouth, and then, oh, come on.
Professor, you know what? Ban him
And
from the chat.
they
I
hatched
don't want to hear this
fine.
anymore.
Octopus didn't, and then they grew in her belly, and
Uh, just ban him from the chat.
oh my God, Captain, can I ask you a favor? Can you elaborate on that while I go take
What banning Professor for that comment?
a leak behind the video store?
Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Okay, he'll be right. He'll be right. Bark. Yeah, Professor. That sounds like a horror story. You sure that's true? I wonder if that's really true because that sounds like something you would read in Scary Stories to Tell from the Dark. To Tell in the Dark. Well, one of my favorite book series is as a kid. But yeah, I don't know. And then what's can they grow in the human stomach? Is like the temperature right for that? I mean, would it be? I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like an urban legend, but it could be true because a lot of those urban legends are sort of true. And of course, I was kidding about banning you from the chat. That is just a very horribly disgusting comment. The octopus eggs. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. Man, but you got to wonder if that stuff does happen. I don't know if I just don't know if the human digestive system could support gestation of octopus eggs. I don't know if that's true or not, but I really hope it's not. I'm trying to convince myself it's not true because it's just so horrifying to think of. Yeah, I did hear a story about somebody who got mahi mahi, or it might have been some kind of. It was a tuna fillet. What's the tuna that's really fancy? But he had this tuna fillet, and it wasn't done properly, and he ended up getting brain worms because of it. He had a bunch of which brain worms are, of course, exactly what they sound like they are. A bunch of worms in your brain as a parasite that feeds on your brain, and he got this because of this underdone tuna steak. That's why I do not eat tuna steak, because of that story. And that has been confirmed. That does happen, and it did happen to that guy. And I think he had passed away slowly and horribly because of that. God rest his soul. What a fate! Who wants that to happen? Oh my God! So yeah, be careful eating seafood. I mean, I like seafood, but I'm also very, very cautious of what it is, just because. And even like a nice piece of salmon, you have to be careful because, hey, sometimes the hooks are still in them. The hooks are still in them. There's some kind of weird like metal barb in them. They have these precautions within whatever the packaging plant is, but everything slips by eventually, and so you have to be careful out there. I feel better, Rob. Do you feel better?
Much better, much better.
Yeah, but I thought I saw your teeth floating. Like you had to go so bad. I thought, like, yeah. Oh, Rob's in trouble over there.
You can't bother me as a wrench. That's right. Perhaps I got a wrench. Nobody can F with him in the chat.
Oh, I was just teasing.
You just
Jeez.
throw people out.
Yes, brainworms. Look, actually, you know what? Don't look it up. Don't Google that. You will not be. Did you hear me talk about that, Rob? Brainworms.
No, I did not hear it.
Well, I was comment piggybacking off of Macabro's all in her mouth. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I wonder if the temperature is the same. Maybe it is. I don't know. I want to hope that story is not true, but I'm sure it is. Oh God. But anyways, I was piggybacking off of that, and like this guy had apparently like this underdone tuna steak, or mahi mahi or whatever it was underdone, and ended up getting a parasite known as brain worms.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is exactly what it sounds like. They're worms that eat your brain, and he died slowly because of that. Could you imagine that, dude?
You don't want that, man. You don't want that.
Ah, man.
So
yeah,
when I was a little kid, I purchased a bottle of Pepsi when they came in a glass bottle back then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was actually on a summer vacation with Puma.
Oh, okay.
And she wasn't there at this time, but I was there with my grandmother and my brother, and so I opened the Pepsi and I started drinking it in the store.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was drinking it, something hit my tooth.
Okay. God.
As I was drinking it.
Oh my God. What are we going to hear?
Stop swallowing because I realized obviously something was in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I spit it on the floor, and it was a snail shell.
Rob.
I'm not kidding you, man. This is
a snail shell in your Pepsi.
Yes. Now I was probably around. I was young. I was probably like maybe 10 years old, or something like that. But it might not have been a snail shell. Like, I mean, I can't say it was. It looked exactly like a snail shell, whatever it was.
Right. Yeah.
So,
well, that to me that means like God, you hope it was a snail shell, like at least at least it was a snail shell.
When I spit it out, it was curled like a snail shell. It had a hole in it. It looked like a snail shell that I spit on the floor. And I remember complaining to my grandmother, and she said something to the person at the counter, and they just gave me a free Pepsi.
Mm-hmm. It's really what else you supposed to do? I mean, what else could they have done? It's like, hey, here, have a free snail Pepsi.
Yeah, I guess.
new and improved Pepsi now with more snail.
Underdone tuna, probably the cat food Subway pastas tuna. Yeah.
Well, this was whatever that is, like yellowfin. It's yellowfin tuna. Whatever comes like the big steak, the steak form. You know what I mean? Like not like canned tuna, but it was like the red tuna.
Yeah.
And like it was like one of those, but it was like
that was on the store. Store that was like on a highway along the water. I can't remember the name of it, but there was a couple different stores. Was it Sobeys or something like that? It was the bigger shopping mall. There was like the big white one where the gas station was. Anyway, That same day when after that, when we got back in the car and left, I remember whoever, I can't remember who drove us there, but they were getting gas, and I remember seeing the other person getting gas left with their gas cap open and everything, and they took off, and I remember seeing gas pour out of their gas tank as they were peeling
Oh
around.
wow, that's
Yeah.
it's not what you want to do. Want to avoid that situation.
Didn't someone find a finger in some soda? Or imagine that, finding a finger.
I know that would put me off my feed forever.
Escar.
Escar Pepsi. Yeah.
That's right. Ben Grimm's Escar
Yeah,
Pepsi.
it's new flavor of summer. That's right.
It was
Do you
definitely
have
like I remember feeling the shell. It felt like a shell that hit my front tooth as I was like guzzling it.
Well, dude, that's probably what it was. I mean, it probably totally was a garden snail that you just chugged,
Ugh,
or it was in there somewhere, and like that was the shell just was left. Oh, do you? I'll take an Escar Pepsi. Oh, I'm sorry. All we serve is Escar Coke. I'll take an Escar Coke then. Yeah.
Oh, good. You had a snail in your Pepsi. Have another Pepsi. You might get a tooth in that one. That's what I remember thinking to myself as a kid. Like, I didn't even really want the other Pepsi. I was like,
No, yeah. Here, have a
turned
free
off.
product.
If you're listening, Pepsi, you owe me big time.
Yeah. Oh, they don't care, dude. They do not need your money. They do not need. They don't care if you boycott them because they do not need your money at all.
I know. But maybe they don't want to hear my bad opinion about them.
Yeah.
I'm going to write them a letter. God damn it.
Yeah.
Just like Big Bird.
Yeah.
No, not by the Ford. I don't know if it was by the Ford or not, but it was like that other grocery store. It was not the one that we went to all the time. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
What you're witnessing right now, chat, is Rob getting into a very personal conversation with a family member about a memory that only they share, and we are left out in the cold because we suck, apparently.
Chiquins.
Chiquin, is that how you pronounce that? Chiquins?
Well, I don't know if that's how you write it, but I know what she means.
Chicones? Wow, I would never guess that. Hey, Hunter. How you doing, buddy?
Crystal clear Pepsi was the bomb, was it?
Yeah, except when there's snails in it. At least you can see the snails easier.
You can see the snails floating in that shit.
Yeah, it was clear. You can see the snails floating around in there. Oh, man.
That's how you say it. Chicklands.
Yes.
The only food nightmare I've ever had is the one time I bought one of those sandwiches. They sell the gas stations, but when I put it in the microwave, had a bug, a big old bug.
I guess a big old bug. Yeah, a bug old bug.
Disgusting. Listen, but you know something? I had a sandwich from like an establishment, a store, a corner store, or whatever, and that was the first time I got food poisoning. Man, yeah,
you got to watch that shit, man. Oof. I mean, it's
when it's coming out of both ends, man. Hoi.
Yeah. Oh, good thing my bathtub's in front of my toilet.
Exactly. 100%.
Oh yes, I've been there, my friend.
Maybe reach the sink.
Yeah, the sink. If you have to use the sink, is right there. Either way, it's a mess. You're going to be getting some.
Anybody's
Tilex.
had food poisoning before, you know.
Yeah, you're going to be using some Tilex on that.
Have you ever had food poisoning before?
Mm-hmm. You kidding? Oh yeah, I have.
You're a pirate. Of course you have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I had it twice, man. I got it from a sandwich at the store, like I just said, and I got it from a meatball sandwich from another restaurant that we used to call Dirts because it was dirty. I guess which was my fault.
Yeah, I mean you kind of walked right into that one, didn't you? Walked right into it.
But they used to look. They caught the people because they were open super late at night. So after the bar, when you're drinking and shit, everybody went. It was the only place open. So
yeah. Oh, come on in and get diphtheria.
Yeah, come on in here and get your salmonella.
Yep.
Anyway, goodbye, Dirts. Dirts is actually called Pierre Patats. No, was it Pierre? Yeah, Pierre Patat. Yeah.
Well,
from Little Vinos, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? We need to get some Little Vino's. I love those commercials so much, man.
What do you get this? Hey, Little Vino's doesn't sell crap. Okay, he sells good cheesesteaks. You're not gonna get
Yes.
food poisoning from Little Vino's.
Okay. What about puke and choke and puke?
Well, there's a disclaimer. I mean, yeah, if you eat there, that's on you. I mean, that's if you go to Cowboy Pork Chops,
Cowboy pork
that's
chops. That's good.
that's your problem. I mean, you had every warning not to go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
So you have any? By the way, do you have any tapes to show?
I mean, I don't like. I don't like. I don't like.
Just like a shot in the dark. Like
No, I don't. I don't. I don't really care to.
Professor likes to say that I like to eat like a garbage disposal, and I frequent a lot of food places that sell food on the street, as in the norm in Mexico, of course.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach has built some fortification, of course. You got a cast iron belly down there.
Oh yeah, sure.
When I get sick, he gets sick.
Yeah, I mean that's not the same. I mean, I would say 90% of the time, 95% of the time, like any kind of like food vendor on the street, you're going to be fine. But there's always like you can get it from anything, really. Stuff you buy at the store and make yourself, you can get sick from it. It doesn't matter really. But sometimes the establishment, of course, does help in the aiding of any kind of foodborne illness. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I found a lot of like street vendors. You're fine. You know what I mean? But you're right. If it does hit you, it hits you good.
Yeah, and I mean, you can get like some serious cases of food poisoning where
oh God, you could die from it. That's like life fatal. Yeah, you can fatal. You can get E. coli. You can get all kinds of stuff. I mean, and hey, listen, never ever downplay diarrhea. Okay, that's going to be a sound clip, by the way. I'm clipping that one. Diarrhea can kill you, man. You can die from diarrhea.
That's right. In many ways, like having it and receiving it.
Yeah. Well, that's enough of that. We brought down the chat. I'm sure everybody left. We're talking about really gross stuff.
No, there's still 12 people hanging around. I think.
Death by shits.
They're all robots watching the shit show.
Yes. All contact me about promoting your channel. I can get you in front of a broader audience.
Meat, malt, meat.
Yep. Beep, malt, beep, beep.
When I get sick, I get sick.
Yep. Ha, ha, ha. You were so funny and relevant. Relevant? Yeah, relevant.
Relevant.
Contact me about promoting your channel.
Perimeter deactivated.
Yep.
Perimeter
deactivate. Wow. See, this is why you come here, folks, because of the random Running Man quotes we throw in sporadically throughout the show. Okay?
The fever, the shakes, the runs.
Yeah.
The important thing is to keep hydrated. That's it. That's right. Yeah. He's turned it into doctor vocabulary because that's straight up the knowledge right there, man.
Well, he is a professor. I mean, he calls himself that for a reason. He's got a doctorate and all kinds of stuff.
He didn't go to all those years in professor school to be called something else.
Yeah. I didn't go to 7 years of medical school to be called Mr. Pepper, okay?
Yeah. That's a good joke. Dr. Evil pulled that joke off too, eh?
Did he?
Yeah, Dr. Evil said, I didn't go to 7 years evil whatever school to be called whatever.
Yeah.
We get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how was your week?
Oh yeah, it was okay. It was really good. It was okay. Yeah. It was okay, man. Yeah, it was okay. I got to tell you, nothing much really. Nothing really was happening this week. Yeah, no news is good news, man.
Yeah, so you didn't see the spot? You didn't see when Gareth Guest was talking about doing the Three Amigos?
No, I didn't. I was sort of like just kind of like in and out because of like I got stuff going on, man. It's
yeah. I mean, I did the same thing. I tune in and out, so sometimes you miss stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that when Gareth first brought up the Three Amigos, the first thing he said was Martin Short.
What about Martin Short?
Like how awesome he was, and how
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Like that could have went the other way. Like Martin
well,
Short.
yeah, I guess I could have, but he was like how happy he was, and he's like Martin Short, man. It was like it was awesome and everything. Like that's the first thing he said about it.
Well, he kind of always like struck me as the kind of guy that would be really cool in real life. Martin Short, So I'm
Professor
not really
don't,
surprised.
Professor don't know shit. All I know is that it's thanks to living like an idiot for those 40. Okay, it's 47 years of living like an idiot.
He's 47. I didn't know
That's what
that.
he says.
Professor, you need to preserve your how do you say that word? Anonymity? I can't say that word. Anonymity?
You don't
Anonymity?
say words like that on this
Being
chat.
anonymous. Being anonymous.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. You say it?
Anonymity.
What is it? What is it?
Anonymity.
So you can't say it either.
Anonymity.
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 Uh,
Uh,
preserve the mystery, Professor, because we don't know how old you are because we don't know your face.
Yeah,
We can't
exactly.
guess.
I don't want to leave.
Oh, he's like Rey Mysterio.
He's free to divulge his name if he wants to. I mean, his name is his age, but I'd rather not know because I like the
I
mystique.
wouldn't want to. Well, you know what? In all fairness, maybe that's not his correct age. He threw that out there to throw us off.
But speaking of
Maybe
that,
he's
I
really
was thinking for
138
this.
years old. What?
Someone had brought this to my attention, and I totally agreed. And I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but you should have had your eye patch over the Jason mask.
I should have. Yeah, I think I did. Did I mention that on the stream? Because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find my eye patch. I don't know what happened to my eye patch.
Oh
I really
wow!
don't.
Yeah, wild night at party, and now you can't find
No,
your
I
eye
think honestly, I think my cat stole it. I really do. Like, yeah.
Well, that's totally plausible. So
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to my eye patch. Like, I haven't worn it in so long. I was like, I went to look for it. I was like, it would be kind of funny to have it over the Jason mask. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, where the hell is it? Like, 'cause I only put it in one place. It's either on my head or on this particular place, and it's not in either of these spots. I'm like, okay, something happened to my eye patch, and I'm pretty sure
there's a
one of my
culprit
cats took it. One
somewhere.
of my
There's a
cats took
culprit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know I got a cat, man, and if I can't leave like money or my bank
no.
card
Yes,
or
they steal the weirdest stuff.
he takes everything. He takes everything that he can slide off the bureau, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Then I got to get on my hands and knees and try to hunt for shit.
That's the game. That's the game to them. They want to make you look like an idiot.
Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't mind sharing his age, his birthday.
I
My
don't know,
favorite horror
Professor.
movie of all time, Halloween 1978. It's how I always remember my age. When that gets to a big anniversary, so do I.
I don't know, Professor. I would try to preserve your anonymity. Anonymity.
Preserve
Like
your anonymity.
yeah, you should be ageless. Like I think your character deserves that. Like it should be a very like a big mystery who you really are.
That's right, Professor. Always preserve your M&Ms.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. That came through that went right through the internet again, didn't it? You can smell that.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh,
god.
my God. Oh,
Mm. Mm.
holy smokes. That smelled like...
Oof.
Oh, I don't even know what that smelled like. That smelled like...
Like childhood nightmares is what it smells like.
Smelled like Indian food in a baby diarrhea diaper.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Smelled like burnt hair.
Like
And
a burning dumpster filled with taco meat.
it smelled like...
Oh,
It smelled like a turd on fire.
yeah. Set a turd on fire. That's my new band, by the way. Turds on Fire.
That's a good name. I like that.
Turds on Fire.
Professor is ageless.
Hey, speaking of that, birthdays. My birthday is Monday, May 5th.
That's right. You're a May. My father's birthday was May 1st.
Oh, really? It's May Day. May Day. Yours
Yeah.
is what, the 24th, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Yep.
So is your birthday's on Monday? So we should have did a birthday stream. Why didn't you bring this up to me?
Because Because I don't know. I was going to, but then I got sidetracked. I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna hold a
Now you
Rob
make
about doing
me
a
feel
birthday.
bad, like I was supposed to think of it on my own. You know how much shit I gotta think about,
No,
man?
no, not at all. I was thinking, I was like, yeah, I was gonna get a hold of you because you remember I did send you a really expensive text last week or this past week about your birthday. If you got that, maybe you didn't get it. Then I was like, oh no, I can just look at Facebook and find out myself. That's what I did, May 24th. So then I was going to say, hey, maybe we could do a birthday stream Monday for my birthday.
Yeah.
But then I bless you. But then I got distracted. And then I was like, hey, I want to do a new intro. And that new intro really absorbed my entire week.
Ah,
It really did. And it
well, so now we're doing a live stream Monday.
maybe, I don't know. I haven't committed yet. It's my birthday. I
Well,
can do what I want.
well, that's true. I was about to rebuttal you, until you said that, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
I
don't know
can't
what I want to do for my
rebuttal.
birthday yet. I would like to do a stream. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Uh, I'm available. So happy
Are you
birthday, man.
available? Yeah.
May the
Oh,
fifth
well,
be with you.
thank you, Professor, but please save them for Monday because
Oh,
it makes
nice.
it all the
Cinco
more
the captain.
special.
Cinco the captain.
Yep, Cinco de Captain. What day does your birthday fall on? What day is the 24th this year, Rob? What is that?
Saturday.
Oh wow, that's a party day. What are you doing? You doing something special?
I don't really know at the moment, to be honest with you. I
No?
haven't
No.
thought about it.
Do you want
It's
to do a
actually,
stream on? You want to
it's
do a stream on
a mile.
Saturday, or do you,
I don't know. I have to see because it's a little bit of a milestone kind of birthday, I guess. What people say.
oh, is it 50? You can say. You can tell us.
Mm,
Okay, it's
something like
20.
that.
He's 21, folks. 21.
Yeah, I'm hitting 35.
Yep. Oh,
So
he's turning. This is the second time he's turned 25. If you
there
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying.
Perfect. That's nice. I like how you said that.
Yeah, this is my second 25th birthday.
I appreciate that, Captain. You got me.
you're
You got me out of that jam.
you're welcome. Yeah,
Oof,
you're
that was
welcome.
close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Saturday we can always just. I mean, just do a Friday stream. Like it could be. We can count that because that's a birthday
Oh, we're definitely doing
weekend.
a Friday stream. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, like that could be the birthday stream, and you can just do whatever the hell you want on Saturday because it's your birthday.
yeah,
You can do whatever you want.
yeah, like this one should have been yours.
No, no, it's fine. No, it's too far removed. Like it's like Monday. Oh God, birthday on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That's lame.
Well, we could have done it tonight for Monday. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not all about me, Rob. Okay, you see the title at the bottom
I
there,
didn't say it
Rob
was
and
all
the
about
Captain.
you. I didn't say it was all
Rob
about
and the
you. It's your
Captain.
birthday.
Yeah, Rob and the Captain. Okay.
He'll be at Frightmare on the 24th, huh?
Yeah. See, oh, you're up against some sturdy, some
That's why
sturdy
we said
competition.
Friday the 23rd.
Yeah, you're some sturdy competition there, Rob.
Friday the 23rd, man.
Yeah.
We're not doing Saturday the 24th. We're doing Friday the 23rd, like every other Friday.
But it'll be your birthday stream.
But it'll happen to be the day before my birthday. So, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a birthday rager.
So, if we stream from 7 o'clock till midnight, which is 4 hours, then my birthday will be on the stream.
You think we could do that?
Oh, well,
You think
I
we
guess,
okay?
I guess
Listen,
we
let me
could
let me
do it.
let me let me rephrase that. Do you think we should do that?
Oh,
No, I don't
no,
think we should.
no,
I don't
I
think we
don't.
should either. No.
And nor am I going to.
Yeah.
I could do it, but I'm not
Yes.
doing that.
Everybody out there, I want you to remember the wisest words of advice I've ever received was just because you can do something does not mean you should.
Not always.
No.
Professor works on Monday, so he shall get drunk on rum tonight in your honor, Captain. That is a
Well, thank you. I have a feeling you were going to do that anyway. You were going to do that anyway, with or without my birthday.
yeah, but he might not have been drinking rum. He might have drank something else. He's drinking
I
that.
thought he said he was a rum drinker.
He very much
That's
is.
his.
He very much is
Yeah.
rum.
See.
He very much
See.
could have been just drinking rum anyway. But
Yeah. See. So don't try to tell me it's special. Okay.
hey,
I
well,
know
didn't
you,
say
Professor.
the
I
guy
know.
is dedicated to you. Is that give the props where it deserves. He's dedicated
Yeah.
to you.
I appreciate the sentiment. I know, but I know you were drinking rum anyway. Oh man.
That reminds me of another story. One time for my birthday, a good friend of mine, invited me over for a barbecue steak for my birthday,
Uh-huh.
and and he So he didn't. Usually he makes a barbecue, and he's like a neighbor that we all live on the same street. Okay, anyways, I'm getting a little too personal with it, but
Oh,
a friend of mine said, "Come over. I'm gonna make you a steak for your birthday," and then he made a steak for everybody else. And I thought to myself, "Is that really a steak for my birthday?"
so he didn't make you a steak, but
He
he
made
made
everybody
everybody
a
else.
steak.
But he made everybody a steak,
Yeah,
including you. So he made you a
including.
steak with everybody else.
Mm.
Well, okay. Let me ask you this then. Okay, I know where you're going with this. Okay, it would have been weird either way. It would have been weird if he made a steak for everybody else except you, which I don't know why anybody would do that. What a dick move. But it
Oh.
also would have been weird if he made a steak for just you and nobody else. So I mean, it's kind of like that's kind of weird. Even though it was your birthday, but still, it's
No,
like, why would he?
but you have to understand the premise behind it was he was not charging me. He wasn't telling me to bring my own steak. He was going to pay for a steak for me for my birthday.
Oh, but he paid for
But
everybody else's.
then he paid for other people's steak at the same
So
time.
it's like everybody else's birthday too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's
So
like
so
kind of like if you
didn't really buy me a steak for my birthday then. You
well, think
bought
about it
everything.
this way. Like if you say you're a kid and like your parents want you to have a birthday party at like McDonald's or Pizza Hut or something, which is something they did back in the day. You pay the rate, so you're pretty much paying for all the other kids too. So maybe that's what it was kind of like. It was like a McDonald's birthday party for you, but with steak. You know what I mean? Like you have to pay for the party favors for everybody.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me that he was paying a steak for everybody for my birthday. He said, "I'm buying you a steak for your birthday."
So he worded it
And
wrong.
he presented it to me like that. Don't you don't have to bring a steak. I'm gonna make you a steak for your birthday and everything. Like,
Oh, but I'm also going to make a steak for everybody else as
yeah, but
well.
I think it was,
Everybody else gets a steak too. Well, what a dick.
well,
What a prick.
I don't know. I don't know if it makes him a prick, but
Listen, I'm just kidding. Okay, don't get sensitive on me.
I'm not getting sensitive. I'm just saying. I mean, I could call him a prick, but I don't know if I wanted to go that far. But it's
I
somewhere
am.
around there.
I am. Give me a
He was
minute.
going to get drunk on beers, but tonight he'll switch to rum. See, I told you.
Nah, he told us he drinks rum before. Wasn't he getting all
Oh, he
slosh
drinks
watching us
rum. He
drinking rum?
drinks rum. He does drink rum, but he was going to have beers tonight.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Professor. Thank you, buddy. Uh-oh.
Yeah. What is your favorite movie where they duck for cover and make jokes or reload and say, cover me, etc.?
You know, it's funny you bring that up because I think if I were to say, I would have to say Hot Fuzz because they parody that exact scenario, but I could not think of a scenario where they do that. You know what I mean? Like it's like ever since that line from Hot Fuzz, like I can't think of anything. But I know they're parodying that very scenario. Maybe Predator when they're like, when Jesse Ventura's like, I ain't got time to bleed. And he's like, oh, okay, you got time to duck? Maybe that. Maybe that's good. But other than that, no, I can't think of any.
I don't know. For some reason, that made me think of more recent times in one of the Expendables movies. I think with when Bruce Willis and Arnie's in there, and he's like, here, hold this. And Arnie's about to, he's like, I'll be back. And then Bruce Willis is like, no, you stay here. You've been back enough.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I've only seen the first Expendables. I haven't seen the other ones.
It's worth watching 1 and 2.
I want to. I
Three.
never get to.
3 is terrible. I haven't seen, if there's another one after 3, which I think there is, I have not seen it.
I think there is 4 of them. Is there 4 of them? Chat, let us know. We are not up to date.
But 3 is so bad that I wouldn't watch 4.
What's the one that has Van Damme in it? Is that the third one? Don't tell me.
Part 2 is my favorite, man. Van Damme is the villain, and I love that movie. Van Damme is so cool, man. And there's like, you know how they write it, right? You know how Stallone, he's writing it like with all pistons firing. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, sure. Well, that's what it is.
And Van Damme walks over. There's a part where they get face to face, and right. And Van Damme's crew and then the Expendables, and Van Damme's got like the upper hand, and he walks over to him and he's like, like in his French Van Damme voice, and he looks at Stallone. He's like, "Don't challenge me."
Don't challenge me.
Yeah, man, it was super cool. I get goosebumps thinking about it because I love Van Damme, man. And that you have to watch part 2. Part 2 is good, man.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know why I haven't yet. Like, it's like one of those movies. Like, why haven't I watched that yet? I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you why I haven't watched it.
Well, you better watch it then. God damn it.
Okay.
A pop quiz, hot shots. What do you prefer for your birthday? To have people take you out for dinner, or do you prefer to make a barbecue themselves and invite friends over to hang out with you?
That is a great question, and I appreciate those options because I should say that it used to be, yeah, I would prefer the former there, but as you know, as I've gotten older, it's like I much prefer just to have people come to me and party with me. Like I'll make food for everybody. Let's have a good time. Like I don't want to go out.
Oh.
Screw going out, dude.
Wow, that's pretty funny because for me, it's the same thing but opposite. When I was younger,
that's interesting. Yeah.
When I was younger, I'd have people over and have a barbecue, and now I'd rather go out.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody coming to my house. So
yeah, it's like it just reminds me of being a kid and having people over for your birthday. You're allowed to have friends over for your birthday and all this, and that's what it reminds me of. Plus, I like cooking for people. I like cooking for people.
I like to control my environment. So.
So yeah, I would say both.
Because a lot of my friends don't live near me. Oh, that sucks, Larry, man.
Yeah, sorry, Larry.
Larry's friends, move closer to him.
Yeah, that's right, or I'll kill you.
Immediately, Cap, tell him.
Immediately. Move closer to Larry or we'll kill you.
There you go. Or else he'd cook out, see?
You always like just cook out by yourself. That'd be kind of pitiful, wouldn't it?
It was awesome. That's my favorite line. Don't challenge me. Yes, 3 is trash, and it's mostly because of Ronda Rousey, unfortunately. But
I hate Ronda Rousey.
I love her. I follow her as well, not anymore, but back in the day when I was into the mixed martial arts and all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. She's an awesome fighter, but as an actress, I'm sorry.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't, just don't. Okay, just don't.
when you're a cheesy, terrible actor on wrestling, you should not ever act again.
No. So there was 4 of them. That was the limit. They didn't do 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, see, that falls into my theory that, like, as the longer a movie saga goes on, like sort of like the worse it gets. Like usually, I always say like the third movie curse, where the third movie is usually terrible. Usually, not always. Of course, there are exceptions.
Yep.
So of course, Expendables falls into that territory where it is just terrible.
Megan Fox in the third one killed it for the franchise for me. I
don't like Megan Fox.
Well, no. Why would you put Megan Fox in an Expendables movie?
Because she was,
especially with the premise you're setting, like especially with the first Expendables, you're setting like a premise of what you're trying to pull off, and you put Megan Fox in it.
Sex appeal. That's all that was.
Hey, Mr. Dan Horror, how's it going?
Hey,
buddy?
Mr. Dan. Yeah, Megan Fox just always seemed like, I don't know, just looks like she would be sticky. Does that make sense? Like, it just seems like she looks really clammy to me. Like, she just seems
that might not be a bad thing, or that might be good or bad. Depends on the person. But I mean, the point is that she don't belong there because she's not an action.
No, I'm just saying she's just like, I don't know. She's just always kind of. She's always bothered. She's always bothered me. Like, you know what? I don't know.
I mean,
I've known girls like you before. I know exactly the kind of person you are. I really do, and I don't like it.
Well, I mean, like, she's not an action star, but she was in Transformers and Ninja Turtles and stuff.
Yeah. Say no more. I mean, that's all you got to say, and that makes me want to puke.
Speaking of puke, your favorite April O'Neil is the first one, right?
Judith Hogue, yeah. Oh, yeah.
She is at the Comic-Con in Niagara Falls near me this summer.
I did see that. I saw something about that. Yeah, that's yeah. I know that they were trying to like do something else with her from one of the new like Turtle movies or something, but I don't know what really happened to that, if that's even true or not. But
so I was thinking to myself that I'll put on like one of those old school like the beige trench coat raincoats, right?
Yeah.
And like a hat and glasses, and I'll walk up to her all mysterious like, and I'm going to hand her like a Captain Adam business card.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he wants you to give him a call.
I think you would get escorted out of the building if you did that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think just the trench coat thing. I think that would really really weird a lot of people
You
out.
can't do that anymore, right?
You can't do that anymore now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
I'll
appreciate
rethink.
you know what? I appreciate the spirit. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I thank you very
I'm
much.
gonna rethink my approach to based on what you had said just now. So.
Yeah, just go up to her and say, "Hey, this guy loves you in Cadillac,
Hey,
man."
Captain Adam says, give him a shout out. Say, what's up,
Yeah.
man? He wants to hang out and shit. Do a
Yeah.
Netflix and chill. He wants to do a Netflix and chill minus the burping.
I'm sorry. Well, it's just going to happen. Yeah, tell her that I said that she was great in Cadillac Man in that one episode of Roseanne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that. That was
Yeah.
that's both our favorite episodes, are not?
Yes, I would say so. Yeah. Yep.
That's not true for me. You know what my favorite episode is?
Of Roseanne, one of the
Yeah.
Halloween ones, right? The first Halloween episode.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm not a sheep, man.
Oh, jeez.
My favorite. I don't like everything horror because it's horror.
No, the Halloween episodes are great. They're great
They
Halloween
are great.
episodes.
They are, and they're very great. But they're not my favorite because they're Halloween. Like everybody's, what's your favorite? It's always got to be the Halloween or the horror part of.
Okay. Andy Warhol, tell us what your favorite Roseanne episode is.
I forget. No, it's the one where the father the father dies.
Oh, Roseanne's dad, Roseanne
Yeah,
and Jackie's dad. Oh
yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
You know the one where she's talking to the relative on the phone, right?
Oh yeah. Jackie's talking on the phone with her deaf
Yeah,
aunt. Yeah,
yeah. She's like,
that's
yeah,
hilarious.
he's like, yeah, dad's, he's dead.
He's dead. No, he passed away.
No,
No, he,
he passed away.
no, he's dead. No, he's fine. He says hi. Click.
No, he's gone. He's gone. He's dead. He's fine. He sends his love, and she hangs up.
Yeah. That's great. That's a great one too. Yeah, that's a great one too. A lot of great one-liners on that show. You
I
know,
love Aunt Jackie, man. Aunt
we
Jackie,
usually
I
we
love that
usually
woman.
end up talking about Roseanne on this show as well, don't we? That was a great show.
I love Roseanne, man. I love Aunt Jackie, and I love that woman.
Laura Metcalf.
Yeah, I don't even care what her real name is. She's
Yeah,
Aunt
Laura
Jackie.
Metcalf.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You should watch JFK. She was great in JFK.
she's awesome, man. I love that woman. She's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, of course, she's great in Uncle Buck. Yeah.
Modern Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, ooh.
Nah, man. Nah, I don't like Megan Kelly whatsoever. I don't care what she's in. I just don't like her. She's one of those actresses that
The only
I don't
April
care
O'Neil
for.
for him is the OG yellow jumpsuit version,
Oh yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
cleavage in there.
Yeah. I got to tell you, as a little boy watching Ninja Turtles, I did pay attention very much to April O'Neil's.
That's right. She was in Sons of Anarchy. That's true.
Judith Hogue was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I don't give a shit about that show.
That was okay show, man. I watched
I
it.
don't give a shit.
It was comical to me a little bit in some
You
ways.
only watch it because it's about bikers and you sell weed to bikers.
Yeah, so I watched it because I know real bikers, and when you watch,
Yeah, you're like I know. I
when you
sell
watch
weed to those
bikers on
guys.
TV, when you know real bikers, there's a comical stuff, and
Yeah, like I sell
that
weed to
makes
that
you
guy.
laugh.
Yeah.
So Sons of Anarchy was like a comedy to me. It was like an action comedy.
Oh man, good memories for you, huh?
What's your favorite animated opening credit sequence for a comedy?
Hmm,
Holy shit!
that's a good question.
It is a good question.
Maybe I don't know. City Slickers. City Slickers,
Slickers is
or maybe
good.
Mannequin. Mannequin's a pretty good one. Mannequin's a pretty good opening sequence.
The animated part of like Home Alone is pretty cool at the beginning too, but I would say for me would probably be the Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D,
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's
which
a good question.
I possess and own the Pick of Destiny right here. By the way,
Oh, look at that. How about that? Yeah.
just so you know, everybody know out there.
Yeah, I would say Stacy for me. I don't know. Maybe a tie between
Well, you don't believe me?
National Lamp. No, I believe you. I just don't give a shit.
Hey, don't be like that. It's the Pick of Destiny, baby.
Is that the actual? Is it a prop?
It's the actual Pick of Destiny. Yes,
Is it really? Is it?
it's
Do you have
his.
all?
It's his, but you don't give a shit about it, so don't worry about it.
No, I don't. I don't because I don't see any certificate of authentic.
You don't need it. All you need is my word. That's all you need.
Authentication. How do you say that word? I can't. There's certain words I can't say because I have a big tongue. So it's like I can't say. Also can't say
Synth.
synthesizer. See, you can't say it either.
Oh no, it's a hard one.
Yeah,
Synth. Oh shit, synthesizer.
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 So I always just say
Yeah, you got to
synth,
practice it.
synthesizer.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
See, it's so weird. It's a weird word. I hate
Synthesizer.
hate
Synthesizer.
weird. I hate weird words. Anyways, Stacey, yes, I'd say I like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation opener. That's a pretty good one. I'm pretty sure the same person was behind that one that did the City Slickers one and City Slickers 2. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty sure that's the same animator, but I don't know. It was very similar if it wasn't the same person. Yeah.
The beginning of the Tenacious D one is like, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but they're like farting. He's like pull a finger and it's like fart gas and they're blowing across the screen and everything.
It's weird. I've seen that movie, but I've never seen the absolute beginning. I've seen like probably a quarter of it through to the end. Never seen the whole. I've never seen the whole movie. It's very interesting.
Do you like the movie or?
It was okay. I'm not a fan of Tenacious D. I just don't. It's not my thing, so I don't really care. But it was on TV one time, and I was like, "Oh, I'll watch it. Why not?" Sorry, not my thing.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. What about Tenacious D? Don't you like? Is it just not you don't like comedy music or is it?
I mean, I don't know. It just never hit with me. Never really didn't really grow up with it. Like I didn't really. I don't know. Just never was really there for me. That's the thing. I never really heard about it until
when you listen to it for the first time, you don't find it like comical or enjoyable.
Not really. Like I just like it's like yeah, okay. I've kind of heard this kind of shtick before, and I'm just not really into it. Well, here's the thing: is like I didn't hear about it. It's almost like I didn't hear about them until it was too late. Like it's like to where it's like it's like almost like I'm too old to be into it or get into it because it's like they had such a they've done so much before I've even heard of them. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but I didn't hear about them until much later in their careers. So, which is weird. You would think not, but it's very weird. Yes,
Rob,
so
synthesizer, sympathizer.
Yeah, you said that perfectly. How'd you do that?
Because it's like that. It either rolls out or it doesn't.
Synthesizer. Just forget it.
Yeah. If I think about it too much, I ain't going to say it again. So
synthesizer, sympathizer. For some reason, when I see it spelled out like that, I can say it better than I can just off the top of my tongue. Synthesizer, sympathizer. Synthesizer, sympathizer. Oh man.
You're a henchman. Okay. Do you want to work for Mr. Joshua or Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege?
Tommy Lee Jones.
I agree. I don't know.
Yeah. See, it's like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm taking the question a little bit too seriously, probably, but
it just seems like Tommy Lee Jones is the kind of guy that would let you leave early on a Friday sometimes. Like it's like, yeah.
Well, doesn't Tommy Lee Jones in that movie remind you a hell of a lot of Two-Face?
Well, yeah, he reminds me of Tommy Lee Jones, like in everything he's done.
Which is
why'd you say that Tommy Lee Jones? No, as Two-Face, he was very different than his other roles because he has to be, right?
Well, I find he acted kind of rock and roll in Two-Face, and he was acting kind of rock and roll in Under Siege.
Sure, okay, absolutely, yeah. That again brings me back to JFK. That's why you got to watch JFK. Tommy Lee Jones and JFK is unlike any other Tommy Lee Jones you've ever seen.
Well, you know something, I'm going to watch. Just remind me. Please remind me of this. I will watch. If you're telling me that Tommy Lee Jones is not Tommy Lee Jones, I'm going to watch it.
He's not. You're like, oh my god, that's Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay, well, I'm going to watch that fucking movie then. You just have to remind me of it, and I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, and also, I mean, John Candy's in it as well, and it's like you're like that's not John Candy. Like he acts different than
JFK.
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
Everybody's in JFK. Even I'm in JFK. Like it's a very, very big cast. Yeah, huge cast.
Fuck. You're on the cover of I Spit on Your Grave. So I mean, like,
yeah, I know. That's right.
I don't.
That's saying me,
I
not
don't even.
not
I
Demi
don't know
Moore.
what you're in. Man. Like,
Demi Moore is not in JFK. Just letting you guys know.
no,
They're Demi
I
Moore.
wish he was.
But yeah, John Candy's in JFK, and you're gonna be like, wow, I've never seen John Candy like that before.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that. Even it's not my subject matter of a movie.
No, dude, no, trust me, I'm with you on that, and it's not really me either. But you're gonna dig it. You're gonna like it. It's a
Well, I'm gonna have
very
to
intriguing movie. Very intriguing.
I'll get myself like a Red Bull or something and try to stay awake and watch that shit.
Yeah, I think
Is the
you're going to. You're going to. Kevin Bacon's in it. Great Kevin Bacon role.
Baconators in it? Oh shit!
Yeah, Joe Pesci's in it. Just great stuff. Yeah. Kevin Bacon plays a gay prostitute. He's awesome.
Larry thought the show was a bit funnier than the film.
What, JFK? What the fuck?
I don't, as soon as I put it up, I was like, "We're not going to remember what the fuck he's talking about."
Yeah, what's he talking about? Larry, hit us up, buddy. What are you talking about? We forget. Are you talking about pickled eggs? Are you talking about JFK? Are you talking about synthesizers? What are you talking about? We don't remember. We don't remember, Larry.
I can't remember.
Help us, Larry. What were we talking about?
That was good.
Oh my god.
The show is funnier than what show were we talking about that could be a film?
What were we talking about?
Oh, maybe Ninja Turtles?
No. Because that wasn't supposed to be a comedy.
Maybe you like the Ninja Turtles show better than the film?
Yeah, but it wasn't a comedy, so that's
I don't know. Josh has JFK on VHS.
yeah, I found that at a yard sale. My copy at a yard sale. It was the only VHS they had, and it was JFK.
JFK, weren't those classified documents mentioned at the end of the film supposed to have come out by now?
They say that all the time. Yeah, I would venture to say it's never going to happen.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mr. Dan watches JFK for John Candy.
Yeah, see, it's like that's like it's like, oh wow, that's like you're going to watch like that's John Candy, because it's not a comedic role. It's like he's pretty serious, but he's very flamboyant.
They made a cameo in Biodome.
All right, Larry, I'm convinced that you're watching another stream whilst commenting on this one, because I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. Please help us out. Please help us out.
Yeah, it was Tenacious D.
Oh, okay. There we go. Tenacious D. Thank you.
I was running.
Thank you. I was like, man, I was thinking of I was thinking of everything else we talked about except that. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. We're back on track now.
Oh man, that's comical, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty comical. It's pretty
We
comical.
talk about a lot of stuff though. That's the thing, is like by the time I get to like a comment sometimes we talk about 5 things, and you know, it's a young man's game to remember every goddamn thing you said in the past 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah. That's why I don't know how Gareth did it with Brian Thompson on the other day. Like, it's like, man, how did he manage that?
I think he well, you know, knowing Gareth, he was probably well prepared in some kind of way, but
And he wasn't drunk, probably, which is my folly.
He might have started drinking like when the stream started, maybe, but it was on point, and you know, he might have had like some questions written down or whatever, and
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did very much.
Chat, like he tried to feed into the chat when the comments were relevant to the
Yes.
conversation at the time. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's also like, you know, people aren't tuning in to see people say, "Oh, I loved you and Joe Dirt." Like they're tuning in to hear him talk about, you know, what he's been involved in, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was a great interview.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Most of the time, the chat's just dumb. Like the chat just says a lot of dumb stuff. You know.
He was such a nice guy, man. I can't say that enough. He was like super cool, and he was joking around with Gareth and shit, and yeah, he just seemed like a normal dude.
Yeah, he seemed very, very accessible. Like he didn't seem like an actor. You know what I mean? He just seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was having a good time, and when he had enough, he was like, "Okay, we got to wrap this up. Let's wrap it up."
Yeah, you know why? Because probably he had cats, and they were like bothering him,
Did
like
we
our
get
cats
to your
do.
question? Which
Yeah.
makeup job was the most difficult? He didn't get to that. I thought they talked about that. I know he did talk
Maybe
about.
somebody else. Maybe somebody did. Somebody else asked.
They did talk about like his makeup and all that stuff, and like how
Yeah.
long it was, and did he say which one was the most difficult? I don't know, but I
Oh,
know
I'm
they talked.
guessing. I'm guessing it was the Star Trek Next Generation Klingon makeup. I'm guessing that's what it was.
Oh, okay, I can't remember offhand, but he was talking about the ones that were like 5 hours to get ready, and then like 2 hours to get unready, and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm sure the Klingon stuff was on the list. I'm sure.
yeah, I think you might you go back and check, Dan, because maybe I
Yeah.
know he talked about that kind of stuff, so he might have touched on that.
Or maybe somebody else had asked, and that was just the one that Gareth got to first. You know, who knows?
Yeah, the people were asking obviously similar
Oh
questions.
yeah, I
So.
certainly did not envy Gareth in that situation, just because of all the questions that he was being completely flooded with.
Well, I mean, envy him or not, his channel is so big that he can't keep up with the traffic. I mean, that's it's either good or bad. I think it's a good thing. So
I think it's a good one of those good problems. It really is
yeah,
one of those good problems. It really
that's it.
is.
Who would you cast as Tom Petty?
The Tom Petty biopic.
A biopic.
Oh man, Owen Wilson, hands down, Owen Wilson. Put a nice prosthetic nose on him. You wouldn't have to do that much. Just put a nice, or maybe even Matthew McConaughey, maybe with a nose. Got to put a
Oh,
prosthetic nose on him.
those are both excellent candidates.
Of course they are.
Excuse me.
Because I'm the supreme casting. I'm a casting director. I'm a casting director now.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
So, anybody got any work for Captain Adams casting directing
That's right.
directory?
If you need Demi Moore for anything, let me know. I have an inside track.
No, he has no connection to Demi Moore, but he can pull off anything she can.
Anything.
Anything.
I'm a
When I say
stunt double.
anything, I mean anything.
Yeah, anything. And what about you, Rob? Who do you think could play
The
Tom?
only show who watches you.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. We watch you, folks.
What are you going to say?
Hold on, I'm watching them.
Watch them.
Yeah.
Watch them while I get a new beer.
Okay.
Keep an eye on those fuckers.
I will. You guys, settle down out there. I see you. I see you out there. Hey,
Okay, well,
yeah, sit down. You keep it. Hey, yep, that's you. I'm talking to you. Anyways, no, who would you cast as Tom Petty, Rob? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think there's any. I don't. Woody Harrelson. That's
That's
the
a
best
good one
I can
too.
do.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's
That's
a
the
good
best I
one
can do
too.
after your two choices.
Yeah, I would say like that those three would be on the top of my list if I was a casting director for that particular
Uh,
film. Be,
maybe Brad Pitt.
no, you think Brad Pitt really? Maybe a
Maybe.
big maybe. A big maybe.
You know,
Big maybe.
I'm
He
thinking
seems pretty
blonde,
expensive though.
blonde shaggy, right? Like a blonde kind of.
Yeah, seems pretty expensive though.
Oh, how about this, Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp does everything.
Yeah, he does. I just should have said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's the answer to your question right here, Professor. The new Wolverine, Johnny Depp.
As both Wolverine and Rogue.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of them.
Everybody. He just
What movies do you think of most often?
Other than porn. I mean, we talk?
Tape talk movies, she means.
What movies do I think of often? It depends on the time of year, because this time of year I think of I think of Major League all the time because it's baseball season, start of baseball season, or Field of Dreams. My favorite films.
Your inspirational thoughts, right?
Yeah, it's like I think of usually the Karate Kid movies, except for the third one. Fuck the third one. That third one is like that should have never been made.
Yeah.
That movie is so awful.
I mean, think of most often.
And in the summertime, I think of One Crazy Summer, great movie.
I'm gonna go off of like I guess I'm gonna base it on like movies that I movies that I play, like I put on TV to like fall asleep to.
Oh, comfort watches, comfort
Yeah,
watch.
I
Yeah,
think about those movies most often. I mean, like a
yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China, Goonies,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lost Boys, The Lost Boys,
Mm-hmm.
Weird
Yeah.
Science,
Yeah, I think of Lost Boys. I think of Lost Boys around spooky
Ghostbusters.
season. I think of yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that. Like just comfort watch stuff, like Three Amigos. I think of Three Amigos a lot.
Yeah.
Just stuff I've seen a bazillion times. Scrooged. You know,
Matthew Lillard as Petty. I don't know who that is. I have
I
to
don't either. I do not either. I am very very inept at any kind of new faces in the acting game because I do not really watch a lot of new stuff. Uh, but yeah, I'm very behind in the times.
Oh, you're talking about Shaggy.
Is that Matthew Lillard?
Yeah.
That's not Shaggy.
Yeah.
That's just, really that's Matthew Lillard. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Oh, that's what
That's
it
what
looked
I'm
like.
thinking of.
Is that who it is? Well, they show me old pictures. Yeah, it's Shaggy. Yeah, show me some young pictures when he was like in Scream and shit. They show me like there's a super old pictures. Like who the fuck? Yeah, it's Shaggy.
Yeah, Google does that. They'll show you the most recent picture first.
Yeah, it's Shaggy. Shaggy is Tom
It'll,
Petty.
it'll be just some mummy. Like who the hell is that? But yeah,
Mm.
that's a good choice. I never knew his name.
Yeah, me neither.
He's Shaggy, I guess. Shaggy to me. Shaggy. Hmm.
Yeah, I like to do, but I never never commit his name to memory. So well, I
No,
mean, that's a
no.
pretty hard thing for me to do these days. But anyways,
I guess we don't like him that much.
who'd you cast as Stevie Nicks? That's a good question too. Oh,
Oh man, that's a great question. Oh my God, Stevie
oh
Nicks.
boy,
Oy vey.
wow.
Stevie Nicks.
Let's hear some.
Okay.
Let's hear some choices in the chat on that one, man, because
Yeah.
that's a
Who?
good question.
Okay. Well, first of all, who's the one that's in? Man, never mind. Because she's in a bunch of chick flicks. I guess you can call them chick comedies. But she
You mean
no, she was Stifler's mom in American Pie. I guess that what it was? What's her name?
I don't know her name, but he was also in like Two Broke Girls, a TV show.
Yeah, what's her name? What the hell is her
I
name?
don't know her name, but her as Stevie Nicks?
Yeah. What do you think?
No.
Okay. All right, well, I'll just go hang myself then.
First of all, that woman is like a big voluptuous.
Well, that's
Like,
what Stevie Nicks is now. Are you talking about Stevie Nicks now or then?
no,
Like you'd
like
have to.
Stevie Nicks, like her iconic look or something like that. She
Oh, when
looks
she was
more
on
like
drugs.
a
What do you mean when she was on drugs?
yeah. She looked more like a I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a small little blonde actress. Like I don't even know, man.
I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, they just
Something like, yeah. I mean, South
Acres of
Park,
movies
yeah,
has
something
as her
along that road, anyway.
as her profile pic. So that's a
Yeah,
good one.
something along those lines is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Odd that I don't like baseball.
All
Find
right,
the
kick him out of
sport
the chat.
boring as golf. Hey, listen, golf is boring, and well, some people think it is. I don't. I don't think it is. Baseball is boring. I've seen a lot of baseball, and baseball is fun to watch on TV. When you're watching it live, not so much.
Well, you got to drink beer. That's the thing. Drink beer and eat
Yeah, you got
peanuts.
to
You're gonna have a good time.
hot dogs and beer, and
Yeah.
if you're doing that, then anything is cool.
Oh
So,
yeah, absolutely.
but he likes a ton
Absolutely.
of baseball themed movies, like the Major League,
Well, he's
Go
right.
Their Own, and The Rookie.
I mean, he's right. Like baseball movies are certainly different than baseball games in actuality. Certainly are. It's just like boxing. Boxing movies are way better than actual boxing matches, but that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. And every now and
Well,
again,
they
man.
should be because they're basically highlights of the best parts of those things.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. But every now and again, there's like a really good baseball game going on, man, and you catch it just at the right time, and it's like in the sixth inning, top of the sixth inning, you got 3 runners on. You got the he's at bat.
Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded, Cap.
Full count. He's got 3 balls. I only got 2 myself, but he's got 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher
Holy
throws
shit.
1. He cracks it, knocks it out of the park. It doesn't land for 3 days,
Yeah.
and you get a grand slam, and like all of a sudden, like they're going to end up winning the game because of this magnificent play.
Yeah,
It's just
you
that's
can't
the
beat
kind
it.
of stuff you watch for.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen often. I know, like the other day, I tuned into an Orioles Yankees game, and it was the top of the eighth, and it was 12-0 Yankees. I was like, I'm going to turn this off because I know it's going to happen. That's just not going to turn out well for Baltimore. Yeah, 12-0. You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's like major league
12 to
numbers
nothing
right
is a
there.
bit much, yeah.
Yeah, that's a mercy killing. Is what that is.
So, Cap, would you only feel like watching Back to School at the end of the summer?
That's exactly when I watch it during school season. Yep.
Yeah, hey, Larry's thinking of Pfeiffer. There you go.
Same with Waterboy. That's when I watch Waterboy is start of school season.
Sandra Bullock? Really?
Stevie Nicks.
I don't know about that.
Well, you do makeup, prosthetics,
Yeah,
whatever.
maybe. Like,
Blonde hair on
I'm
her.
not saying that she can't, but I mean, does she
Yeah.
slide in the slot easily? I don't know.
I would slide it. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to even say that.
Slide into that slot. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte, where?
Okay,
Charlotte,
you.
Charlotte,
Okay,
where?
you said that. I didn't. Hey, Charlotte, what's going on?
What's going on, Charlotte?
Well, look at those emojis. I've never seen those emojis before.
Good emojis right there, man.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
What is
Good
that?
stuff. I like the one with the
Waving
eyes.
hand, and then there's like a blue monster or something.
Yeah, and a
A
trophy.
trophy. And then some eyeballs with some is that hands in front of it?
It looks like a suspenseful eyeballs.
Oh, nice.
They're in suspense, or they're excited. I like it. I've never seen it before.
Sophie Thatcher as young Nix and Bullock as older.
I'm not familiar with Sophie Thatcher, so I couldn't tell you. But I don't know.
me neither.
I don't know. I'm just not married to the idea of Sandra Bullock as Stevie Nicks. I can't get my head around it. I mean, you could make it work, maybe. I'm sure, but
I don't
just
know.
can't do
I
it.
guess it's like her general attitude doesn't really fit that kind of like rock star Stevie Nicks role. I don't know.
Well, listen, I don't want to break it to you. I don't want to surprise you, but Sandra Bullock is an actress.
Is she?
So yeah, her job is to pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah, I know,
So
but
she
I've seen her examples of acting, and they all look like Sandra Bullock. Is what I'm saying.
yeah. Are you saying she's the Tommy Lee Jones of chicks?
It might be.
Except in Speed 2. She was
She
great
might
in Speed 2. Okay,
Yeah.
great in Speed 2. Great movie. Speed 2 is a great movie.
They can fuse Speed with Demolition Man, put them together, and you wouldn't even know nothing.
It's kind of you're right though. That's like that era of Sandra Bullock is sort of the same, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Miss Congeniality is a great movie though. You seen that movie, Miss Congeniality?
I may have seen it once.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
What about Elizabeth Shue?
You know what? That's a great choice. That's a great choice. Yeah, that's a great choice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Well, would it be a Stevie Nicks? Of course, with Stevie Nicks, like a biopic, you'd have to do, of course, with Fleetwood Mac. So would it be more of a Fleetwood Mac biopic than it would be a Stevie Nicks biopic?
No, just a Stevie Nicks. It's only the Fleetwood Mac part's only like a.
But do you think so? That's what made her. That's the thing. And
well, yeah, that's what made her. But then she got into the '80s and did some witch stuff.
Because you wouldn't have. You'd be standing in a line.
Standing in a line.
Yeah. You know who's on? You know who's on synthesizer on that song? You know who plays
I don't know who's on synthesizer, but I love that song.
Prince. That's who's on it.
Is it Prince?
Prince. Oh yeah, Prince helped to write that song.
I would cry.
Yep.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's a great song, man. Great song. Yeah. But that wouldn't be if it wasn't for Fleetwood Mac. That's the thing. Like Fleetwood Mac really. I do disagree. I see your face. I don't think you agree with me on that one. You think she would have been a thing without Fleetwood Mac?
Well, listen. This is what look. Not what made her. She made Fleetwood Mac.
Is that true though? I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true. I really don't.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I would think that Lindsey Buckingham has pretty much and Mick Fleetwood made that band, and I think Stevie Nicks just happened to be on board.
Well, I mean, you usually tell the proof in the pudding by the after effects, and the after effects are mostly leaned into Stevie Nicks as a favor. So
I don't know. I mean, listen to those early albums, man. I mean, it's like
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying. But after Fleetwood Mac was gone, it was still Stevie Nicks. Where's the rest of Fleetwood Mac? They're gone.
Well, that's true too, isn't it? That's true.
That's my
Well,
point. Like
Lindsey
that's
Buckingham. Lindsey Buckingham
usually
had a
the
rather
two
successful.
artists that usually hangs around. You know what I mean?
Lindsey Buckingham had a rather successful single life as well. Uh, he has songs on the Back to the Future soundtrack. Stevie Nicks didn't.
The other chick there, what was her name? The other singer?
I don't remember, but she was a keyboardist in the. What was her name? Oh my god, what was the bass's name as well? I don't remember.
I don't know, but the other singer, her voice is kind of comical to me. It sounds like this. Goes like,
Uh, well,
oh,
yeah. I want to be with you everywhere.
everywhere.
Yes, okay. Okay, that's enough.
It's funny.
Yeah. Uh,
Nothing compares.
to her.
Yeah, just make V. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Christy McVeigh. Yes, thank you. Okay, what's
Uh,
the basis? What's the
McVeigh.
bassist name?
I think it's McVie, but listen, don't get
Is
me
it
wrong.
McVie or McVeigh?
I like
McVeigh?
lies, tell
Well,
me
actually, the
sweet
way,
lies,
yeah,
tell me lies, tell me lies. Yeah,
okay.
I like that song, but her voice is like a shtick.
Yeah. Well, actually, the way they spell like is it McVie because it's spelled like pie with a V. Is it McVie, McVeigh, McVie, McVie,
Oh, who knows?
McVie?
I guess it depends on where you're saying it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. I knew. Okay, what's the bassist name? Okay, I want to know the bassist name.
Buckingham and Fleetwood
What
are
if it's a legacy?
no, her legacy kind of not.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't agree at all. I mean,
No,
I really don't
disagree
agree.
with you.
I think they're all equitable. I think it's.
Videodrome, eh? Hmm.
Uh, was she really?
What's she saying? Video drone,
I don't think.
video drone, video drone,
I don't think
video
she was.
drone.
I don't think she was. I don't think that's what they were going for with that. I don't think. Yeah, speaking of, we're going to drop another Running Man reference. Mick Fleetwood's in the Running Man
That's
as
right.
he plays Mick, which you can only assume that he's playing himself. I don't know
That's right.
why.
And
He's just
Arnold puts him in his place. It's like, stop
yeah,
being a bullshit artist.
yeah. You bullshit artist. All I see is a bunch of kids. A bunch
You
of
do
talking, no
nothing.
action.
No
Talking, no
action.
action. Yeah.
You put him in his place, man.
But I should say, as far as comparing legacies, Stevie Nicks to Lindsey Buckingham and Mick Fleetwood, I should say that Stevie Nicks certainly made more of a go of it than Lindsey Buckingham and Mick Fleetwood did. I should say, and I think because Stevie Nicks did have a very, very unique sound, especially through her voice, a very unique style, and I think that's what really set her off as a singles artist, as opposed to Lindsey Buckingham's work as a singles artist. So yeah, I understand where Stacey's coming from on that. Yeah, certainly. But I think it's almost apples to oranges when it comes to that, because Stevie Nicks obviously stood out as far as a singles artist compared to Lindsey Buckingham, of course, the other members of Mick Fleetwood, Fleetwood Mac, because where are they now, right?
Yeah, and where else did you find this information other than Tape Talk?
Yeah. I just know all this stuff because my dad was really into Fleetwood Mac, and especially
You know a lot of stuff because you're a smart dude. That's not neither here nor there. This is still
say that, but with Stevie Nicks certainly in Fleetwood Mac, that's dad band stuff, dad rock. So I think everybody's dad was into to a certain extent.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't know. I guess it's time to wrap her up. Eh? What do you think?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Pretty much everybody almost checked out. I think we're down to like 2 people watching. I think.
Wow. Okay. We see how it is.
They all deserted us.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
They didn't like our Fleetwood Mac point of views.
I guess it's what killed the crowd, killed the house on us. Okay, we killed the town.
Hey, all you tapeoids out there, if you're Fleetwood Mac sensitive, we apologize.
sorry. I don't think. I think Stevie Nicks sort of got.
Thank
you, Charlotte.
One of the 2 people that's still hanging around.
I think Stevie Nicks sort of got the better end of the shaft when it came to the Fleetwood Mac fate, and Definitely the most memorable out of all those members.
Here's the
Certainly.
second person watching. Another great informable episode. Fine gentlemen. I'm here
Yeah.
with you to the end because I am in it to win it.
He's in it to win it. All right. Well, we'll let him off the hook. Let's get out of
Appreciate
here.
it. Love you, Professor, for that, as
Yeah.
always. And it says 3 people. There might be a third person in there lurking, but who knows?
Oh, who we got? Who's out there? Let us know.
Who's the last person in there? Say goodbye before I check out on this. Captain,
Say
thank
goodbye.
you for hanging out with me every Friday, as always.
Whoa! Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for. Hey, thank you everybody for checking in on this TGIF Friday lineup on ABC for the Captain, for the Rob and the Captain Variety Hour. Or it's Tape Talk. We talk about everything but tapes.
Yes.
Not a
Bye,
single
brother.
tape. Bye.
Have
Bye.
a good night.
Bye.
Cap, we'll see you next week, Captain. And we're going to end up and stay tuned for our awesome outro, as always.
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yes, good. Now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday Night Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. And take care out there. Keep your heads clean. And be kind, rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday. Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now.